What's good, my peopleizations? What's good? What's good? This news is disturbing. This news is disturbing, my peopleizations. Uh, it's truly. I hope it's not true, but I believe it to be true. I say it again. I hope it's not true, but I believe it to be true. That is Teofimo Lopez pretending as if he sent Devin Haney a contract, and he never sent him a contract. He claims that he's going to announce the Devin Haney fight possible, and it don't seem that it's going to go in that direction. That's unfortunate for us, my peopleizations. That's completely unfortunate for us. Smash the like button. That's completely unfortunate. Initially when I heard the reports, I could have hit up Bill, Devin, asked him, but I chose to want it to just believe Teofimo Lopez at his word. Heartless Productions, Moment, Cali No Cap, Cashman, OG Sean the Don, TDC LLC, Just Sean Giles, my brother, Tay Brown, Peace of Blessings Queen, Mario Elian Sr., Just Sean Giles, Stephen Lamontes Hawkins, Main Event Mall, John Wilson, Mr. Pazor, Reg Lowe, Marcus the Villain, Damian Foster, Clayton Smith, Tony TV, Gravy Davy, Chilltown Majors, Clayton Smith, T-Town Cruz, Woke, Gino McCall, Will Smith, BooksOnDeck.net, Surrett 357, Low D's TV, Daniel Jones, who else? The Zoom Verse, Fredo Guap, Ernest 9, Keyshawn Johnson, my brother, what's good with you? Salute to you, King. H.L. McLean 2, salute. Who else we got in the building, man? Smash the like button. Let's get the likes up. Kirk Jordan, salute. What's good with you, Kirk? Yusuf B, my brother. Stephen Brooks, Boxer Fan 713. Michael Kenny, Jerry 216 Robinson, my brother. Jashawn Giles said we got 58 likes. That don't do it. We got 150 people. Let's get the likes up. Stephen Young, salute. Jose Diaz, salute. Abdullah Muhammad, Walnut Park, Ricky Williams, Oak Park Boxing, DeAndre Smith, Lot Press, Lot Arad, salute. I'm not surprised. Yeah, I am. You know why I'm surprised? Because I want it to happen. It's disappointing. Truth Matters, Big Lakeshore, salute. Ray Rios, Jim Diamond, John Brown, Young Glow Gang, salute. EB Sweatlot, salute. Mario Forster, salute. I'm surprised because I wanted it to happen. Keith White, woke, salute. Chantel Hill, salute. I'm surprised because I wanted it to happen. Raymond Mack, Chu Coronado, salute. That's why I'm surprised, because I got my hopes up. And for him to say that he sent him a contract, why would you go that far to say you sent that man a contract knowing you didn't? NWA, salute. Tino B, salute. This is what's wrong with the sport of boxing. Even if you're a fan, King Jr., salute. Let's say you're a fan of Teofimo Lopez, head over shoulders. Phil J, 508, Fly High 89, Joe B, Nitty G, Rams, Robbie King, salute. Tino B, salute. If you're a fan of Teofimo Lopez, head over heels. No problem. You should have an issue. Xavier Moses, salute. If that man told you, because your dollar is what they're playing with. You understand? Your dollar. It's your dollar. When do the fans come to the realization and understand? You could say Paul Nesbitt, Dwayne McAllister, Born Knowledge, Tyrone Gaines, Hustle Man 32. What's good with you? So, when do the fans understand and realize that it's your dollar? You can say all you want. This is what gets me. You can say, hey, Blue Blood don't like Teofimo Lopez. Blue Blood don't like Javante Tank Davis. Blue Blood don't like whoever. Terrence Crawford, Bonita Nottingham, salute, right? Terrence Crawford, Tyson Fury, whatever, whoever, Fred's son, salute. You can say that. It doesn't matter, right? What should matter to you is this. It's your hard-earned dollar that's at stake. Alice York, salute. It's your hard-earned dollar that they're playing with. Alice York, Mr. Allo, salute. Your dollar. Rex Jamal, Sal Al, salute. Sal Al just said, no, you meant just saw. Prince Emmanuel, salute. That's old. Albert Doherty, salute. That video is old. Benjamin Harrington, salute. I know what you're talking about. John Wilson, salute. You're talking about a video where Bill Haney says to Teofimo Lopez Sr., so it's okay for me to get the zone $4 million and you'll accept it. And he says, again, I'm glad you said you saw that video. Mamba Mentality for Life, salute. Rich Moss, salute. Sha X Style Changer, salute. I'm glad you said you saw that video. Kenneth Pinkney, salute. Because that should further make you feel a certain kind of way. Black Steel, salute. Louis Rule, salute. Jafari Caesar, salute. That should make you feel a certain kind of way because you heard him out his mouth. Sick of Velt, salute. Say that to Bill Haney, said, okay, so I could go to the zone and it's okay for me to get $4 million and then you accept it. And he says, yeah, I told my son we'll fight for $4 million. That's what he said, right? And Ray, salute. Will Gray, salute. That's what he said, right? Rojai, salute. So Teofimo Lopez Jr., the actual fighter, not the father, trainer, and manager, the actual fighter, Junior, Chef Curry, salute. Contrarian Thinker, salute. He went on the live stream. Everett White, salute. Rose Crane, salute. CMB, salute. He went on a live stream and he stated that announcement coming soon. That's where I got my information. Khalif Muhammad, Cleveland Taft, salute. Geo James Khalil 98, salute. And he stated that he indeed sent George Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney Jr. Devin Haney, a contract. Junior Coolington 86, salute. Well, Bill Haney said that he's received nothing. Ches 313, salute. Detroit in the building. So if they didn't receive anything, why are you saying you sent them a contract? Are you confused? Did you draw up a contract? And you going to send him one? Antonio Henderson, salute. Or did you send him one, but it just didn't reach him? Which one is it? And as a fan, we got 350 people. I'll wait till we get 350 likes. Vinny Vincent, salute. Smash the like button. SMVR7, salute. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. 350 people here. We should have 350 likes. What are we waiting for? Smash the like button. Wipe your feet before you come inside. As you come in, smash the like button. There's no way we should have 150 likes. We're almost 400 people here now. Robert Singleton, salute. Smash the like button. Smash it. Get it up right now. GTV, salute. Appreciate you. Smash that like button. Get it all the way up. Oh, man. I forgot I had my Xbox on. Completely forgot I had my Xbox on. Unreal. Smash the like button. Smash that like button. Man, I was playing 2K. And forgot I left it on. Honey, peace and blessings, Queen. How you doing? Juju Hawkins, salute, K. My brother, DOG 215, my brother in the building. What's good with you, K? Corey McGowan, salute to my brother in the super chat. He said, let's go. Salute to you, King. Trick Noty, my brother in the building. What's good with you, Trick? Smash the like button, man. Let's go two-time. Vernice Anderson, peace and blessings to Louisiana. 11 my 2K. Quentin Stewart, salute. I don't play video games, so you know, my wife got that for me, and I don't play video games. So, Bohannon React, salute. I mean, I play, but I don't play that much. I am Ill Will, my brother, salute. Go subscribe to my brother, I am Ill Will. Let's get them likes up. Mamba mentality, salute. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes all the way up. Let's work. Let's work. 256, let's get the likes up. We got 350 people. Let's get the likes all the way up. Smash the like button. Quan 43, my brother, salute. What's good? Everything, salute. So, now let's get to this, right? How could you say you sent them a contract when you know you didn't send them a contract? Why would you put that out to the public? School of Skills, my brother, salute. Ron Gibson Jr., Marvin Rollins Jr., salute. Why would you put that out to the public? Corey Allen, salute. I could tell you why. It's to place blame on Devin Haney. RGJ3 Boxer, salute. It's to create a narrative to say Devin Haney didn't accept it. Devon McLeod, salute. To say Devin Haney didn't accept this, Devin Haney didn't accept that. Mark Love, salute. Stanley Field, salute. This to say Devin Haney priced himself out. That's simply what it is. It's simply what it is. Smash the like button. Get the likes up. 360 people. Let's work. Mark Love, salute. Let's work. That's simply there. Salute to my brother Drew Titan in the building. What's good with you, Drew? Bella Brittany, peace and blessings to you, Queen. How you doing today? How you doing today? Mike G, Phoenix Rain, Underground Asylum, salute, Kings. So, Albert Cook, salute. This is a narrative. This is a way and a ploy to create a narrative so that way it looks like Devin Haney didn't want to fight. That's simply what this is. Torres Stanley, my brother, salute in the super chat. He said when they say they sent the contract, it is stink of AJ Wilder negotiations. Facts. Facts. Torian Gabriel, salute. Hustlers Home, salute. Mr. Sheldon, salute. And this is the problem I have with this is, see, I got excited. And people can say what they want. See, I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you, this is how you know they listen to us. This is how you know you are important as a fan. And we are important as media. Let me tell you something. Did you hear what Leonard Ellaby said the other day, 2 days ago? Did y'all hear what Leonard Ellaby said? And Pimp Lane M. Dot, salute. Did y'all hear what Leonard Ellaby said regarding the fans and how they perceive the fans, so on and such? Slick Sophistication, salute. Absolutely, Bella. You already know. Super Ben 10, salute. Corey Allen, salute. So, did you hear what Leonard Ellaby said? Smash that like button. We got 415 people. Let's get 415 likes. Smash it. So, Leonard Ellaby stated, Rick Moss, salute. Stan Swoosh, salute. He said that Tank Davis fights are simply going, and I'm paraphrasing now, right? I'm going to paraphrase for y'all. He says that Tank Davis fights are for the biggest amount of money. TZ Franks, the real McCoy, salute. And then he stated, it may not be the most important fights for the hardcore boxing fans. I'm going to say it again. He said it may not be the most appeasing for the hardcore boxing fans. Andre Petaway, salute. Petway, salute. Sergeant Slaughter, salute. Malachi, salute. I'm going to say it again. He said it may not be appeasing for you, the hardcore boxing fans, but it'll be appeasing to his bank account and his stardom. I'm going to say it again. It'll be appeasing to his bank account and to his stardom. Sign, salute. And then he says, Lena Miles, salute. Then he says, and we're not going to make the fights the fans want to see. Smooth Groove Boxing, salute. Dory Jones, salute. But y'all going to pay for it. Harry Hawk, salute. Chuck, salute. Do y'all go to Burger King and they serve you McDonald's and you okay with it? Devin Watson, salute. Little Scrappy, my brother, salute. Huh? HLD, salute. Do you go to Burger King and they serve you McDonald's and you okay with it? I'm just asking a question for a friend that wants to know. Anthony Hernandez, salute. Mr. Longoria, salute. The Queen said, yes, Clarissa Shields is holding it down for my home state, Michigan love. For sure. She putting, and they look how they doing her. Contender Regine Boston, my brother, salute. Narfeeded Company, salute. Jacob Hubbard, salute. Look how they doing her. Raider Life, salute. Chosen One, Ketty Peace 504, salute. My brother Drew Titan in the super chat, he said, that's exactly what I said. Teofimo Lopez let me down. Facts. Train Deuce Deuce, Emmanuel Pettigrew, salute. Facts. Dwayne Jefferson, salute. Y'all the fans. Instead of this media coming on here, instead of everybody coming on here and competing with each other, we should be sending a message to the fans and getting on the same page. But no, everybody want to come on and be the man to be the man. Bruce Alexander, salute. Chuck, salute. Ice B1's Blood, salute. Antoine Johnson, salute. Everybody want to come on and be the man of the man. Well, I said this first, and I had this person on there, and I had that person on there, and this person said it on my platform first, and that person said it on my platform first. Well, I have this connect, and I have that connect. But who gets the short end of the stick? You, the fans, and you, the media. That's who gets the short end of the stick. That's who gets the short end of the stick every time. Never fails. You always. Let me explain something to y'all. You, the fan, are always going, as the media, are always going to get the short end of the stick. Mackay, Boss, Jack, Strack, salute. You, the fans, and the media are always going to get the short end of the stick because you allow this. General Squall, salute. You allow it. You got millionaires, multimillionaires, some billionaires playing Monopoly with your money, and you okay with it. Darius the Great, salute. And you okay with it. They buying whatever they want to buy with your money, and you gave it to them to invest in what you wanted, but they turned around and said, yeah, well, this is what we want to give you, and you're going to happily accept it, and you're going to give them more money after that. Everything, Boston, my brother in Super Chat. Bill and Lopez Sr. was just now on the phone through Drunk Punch on Lopez accepted $4 million offer. Do that mean Bill send the contract? Bro, that's old. That's old. That's old. That wasn't today. That's not up to date. That's old. Dwayne McAllister, salute, my brother Super Chat. I'm about to give up on boxing. We never get the fights we want to see. This is a fact. 24 Jeezy, salute. Slick Sophistication, salute. Donald now, 65-year-old G Grant, triple OG in the building. What's good with you, my brother? My brother Donald now. Man, I love listening to his knowledge, man. D Brown, Simon Diggle, salute. Jack Sting, Sanago, salute. Woolbag, salute. This is what happens. This is what they do, and y'all gonna continue to pay for it. For them not to give you what you want. Shaq Bellhorse, salute. Could I come on here and not talk about what you want to hear? And y'all send me these super chats and show me love and tune in for 2 hours to listen to me talk about something you don't want me to discuss, to tap into? No, right? Can I get somebody who and interview them and never ask them the questions y'all want to be asked? No, right? No, right? Yeah, because y'all be in the chat just, hey man, this and this and it. So why are we doing it? So why we allow it? Why we allow it? How can he sit there comfortably? And I love Leonard Ellaby. And salute to my brother G Al. Dropping that hundo on your boy Blue. Showing love as he always do. In the building, he said Teofimo Lopez was bold before winning the belts. He's on a low nervous of fighting guys like Devin Haney. The boxing politics on his end and definitely started. It's sad to say the least that these extra belts are creating these super champs, Blessings, Blue Blood. Yeah, man. It hurts us. But if we don't band together as the fans, we ain't never gonna make a change. Gilbert Rodriguez Jr., Stormy B Man, DeAndre King, salute. Stormy, send me your email. Text me your email again. Because in the hour mark, I'm gonna have everybody on. Raheem Autry, salute. Salute to my brother Chuck, dropping that dub on your boy Blue. He said it's too much BS in politics and boxing, and it's sad. This is why UFC is so popular. Yep. And guess what? UFC still can't trump boxing because boxing fans are so dug in. You can't change. The real McCoy, my brother in the super chat. He said, "I don't get Mayweather Ellaby. They're nothing like Pretty Boy and the bull guy in the corner. Disgusting behavior. Hashtag LDBC. Hashtag Blue Blood Sports TV." Salute to my brother Real McCoy in the super chat. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all, man. Salute to my brother Barbershop Conversations. My brother Fred in the building. Hey, bro, I'm gonna hit you up. I was out with the wife. So that's why we kept missing our calls. I was out on the end of the island, and the service is bad. For me to call you, I had to walk somewhat to the highway. That's why I was missing your calls and stuff. So, Jonathan 97, salute to my brother Fred, Barbershop Conversation in that super chat, showing love. Go subscribe to my brother Fred, Barbershop Conversations, man. My brother Christopher Schaefer in the super chat. He said, "I've been saying the same thing, Blue. We gotta refuse. We got to refuse to watch the BS fights. That's how we get the fights we want. Salute." Yeah, facts. Yeah, Bella Brittany said UFC has grown a lot. I still prefer boxing though. Yeah, because we dug in. Check Hook, salute. How we only got 380 likes? How? How is that possible? We got 600 people and we only got 380 likes. How is that possible? Let's smash the like button. Let's smash that like button. Smash the like button. So how can he comfortably, King Ferg, salute? How can he comfortably, and because they're used to this, they're accustomed to doing this. Adonis Moore, salute. They're accustomed to this. They don't know. They know that you're not going to change. Texas Bubba 6 TV, salute. They know you're not going to change, so they're accustomed to this because they know you're not going to change. And so he says, "Well, we ain't gonna do what the fans want us to do." Wait a minute. In the same token, now let me tell y'all how this works. Let me show y'all something real quick. He says, "We're not gonna give y'all the fight the fans want. We ain't gonna do what the fans want." And in the same breath, he says, "Well, Tank Davis is a fan favorite and needs to fight." I can tell you this: the next time Tank fight, it won't be a fight without fans in attendance. Because Tank needs all the fans in attendance. So he wants you to attend the fight, but he don't want to give you what you want. How Bill Parcells said, if you want me to cook a dinner, at least let me shop for the groceries." Salute to my brother Box Conversation Reggie Owens in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Box Conversation Reggie Owens. What Bill Parcells say? If you want me to cook you a dinner, a 3-course meal, at least let me shop for the groceries. Bunny BA, salute. Lauren Walker, salute. So no, they want to shop. They want you to cook. They want you to cook a full-course meal, but they're going to give you the meal that they want you to cook, and you don't even know if you could cook it. And on top of it, they want you to cook it to perfection, but don't want to give you what you need to cook the proper meal. How that work? How he gonna tell you, "Well, we gonna do what we want to do, but we gonna also take your money as we doing it. We gonna need you to pay for us to do what we want to do." How that work? How that work? How that work? Intelligence Savage 629, salute. He said, Tank, he said, I'm hearing people say, this is what he said now. Go back and listen to his own words. He said, I'm hearing people say, Nate Woolbright, salute. He said, I'm hearing people say, Tank ain't fight nobody. Tank ain't fight nobody. He said, Messiah 1111, salute. He said, Tank is fighting people. It's just not the people you want to see him fight. Well, Leonard, it should be the people that we want to see him fight because we're the ones that pay for Tank to drive the Bentley that he's driving, to drive the Lamborghini that he's driving, to wear the diamonds that he's wearing. It's the fans that afford him the lifestyle that he's living. So you can't even give us one fight that we want? You want to give it to us when you ready to give it to us. Mills Lane, salute. James Wesley, salute. How that work? How that work? So then we get Teofimo Lopez. He going live with however many people on his live. Well, however many people on his live, right? And essentially tells him whatever he wants to tell him. That's what he does. Frank Varsano, salute. Nola Sports, my brother Nola Sports in the building. What's good with you? Shogun 76, salute. And he tells you whatever he wants. Yeah, I sent them a contract. Hey, no hesitation. I sent them a contract. I sent Kambosos a contract. I sent Haney a contract. No hesitation. Hey, you know when you get so comfortable with your significant other, or whoever it is, that you could do stuff and you know it ain't true, and you could just no hesitation be like your wife, your girlfriend, your husband, your boyfriend, kid's father, whomever it may be, you know that they know that you wasn't where you were supposed to be. Right hook 1000, Travis Bryant, Wolves Lions, salute. Misfit B, peace of blessings, Queen. You know that they know you wasn't where you were supposed to be, and they ask you like, "Hey, where you was at today?" And you be like, "I was at my boy Chris' house," and they know you wasn't at Chris' house because their sister saw you at the movie theater with somebody else. You know this. HLD said jealous talk. Really? Lamar Murphy, salute. New Fat Boy Fitness, salute. Duncanville Boston Academy, salute. You can't be referring to me. Because I got time. I just started, HLD. So if you're talking to me, let it be clear you're talking to me because I got time. Don't disappear, though. Stand on your square. Mr. Miyagi, West Baltimore, salute. Stand on your square. If you're referring to me, then stand on your square and let's build. Let's talk. Unless you're talking about somebody else that I missed. But if you're referring to me, let's have a conversation, bro. Because I'm different. I'm built different. I'm a man's man, bro. Mass Murder Mobile Gaming, salute. So you said, and reveal yourself. See, because you know your name ain't HLD. Put your real name in there. How about that? Let's start with that. Because, see, that's what real people do. Champagne Marley, salute. Mark Franklin, salute. King Ferb, salute. See, that's what real people do. Don't hide behind initials. What's your real name? And where you from? Let the people know. See, you got an emoji up, right? A blank emoji with initials. Let the people know who you really are. Because guess what? You can have a million more, 200 million more dollars than me. That don't make you a better man than me, bro. So I ain't got nothing to be jealous about. Believe that. So let's talk, though. Mookie Chase, 0907, salute. The Legion Jones, salute. Because I'm me wherever I go. That's the difference between me and you. You hiding behind emoji and everybody can see my face. See how that works? Tell the people who you really are. G Tuck 7, salute. Trey Dennis, salute. See the difference? Guarantee you won't do it. Let me show you. It's a difference between me and you, bro. And don't disappear. Watch. Miraculously, you're going to disappear. See, you can see me. Winston Lee, salute. And we family. That's a fact, Misfit B. Camilla Terry, salute. So where you go? See? So what I got to be, you said jealous talk. Jealous talk. Let me tell you something a little bit about me. Because you must be somebody that want to stand behind. You ain't going to respond. Tim TV 212, salute. I go to Deontay Wilder fight. I go to the fight physically, and 2 households, I order the fight separately. And I ain't even watching it, just to support. I go to Errol Spence fight, and I order it separately, 2 different households, pay-per-view, just to show support. And I ain't even watching it. So what I got to be jealous for? James Wesley said, Bluebird ain't your real name. Well, that's for privacy for my family, because you get a lot of people in here, doing things they ain't supposed to. But you can see my face; it's obvious, and I got family and people here, friends that know who I really am. So I can't pretend to not be who I am. So HLD. So let these people know what I'm jealous of. Go, Jinx 1984. Salute. Go ahead, tell them what I'm jealous of. Wayne Harrison. Salute. Sherman Bray. Salute. Go ahead and tell them, because I'm telling you. See, Big Nick 32. Salute. So I'm telling y'all that I'm telling y'all that we need to see the best fight the best. Now listen to what he said. It's jealous talk, because I'm telling y'all, right, that you should want to see the best fight the best, and you should get your money's worth. Now, HLD, he said hating on Teofimo Lopez. Okay, let me ask you a question, HLD, right, before we block you, because we already know what you represent. So don't block HLD or nothing, but I'm just going to use him as an example. That's what we're going to do. So now, HLD, now, do you go to Red Lobster and they give you McDonald's and you okay with that? HLD, Steven Rodriguez, salute. Now tell these people, be truthful. My brother Curtis Anderson, I'm going to send you the link. All right, 2 seconds. Let me get my charger and stuff. Now, HLD, do you go to Red Lobster and they serve you McDonald's and you just happily eat the McDonald's while you're sitting in Red Lobster and still pay Red Lobster prices? Yes or no? Lewis Carr, salute. Yes or no, HLD? Answer quick, because I don't got time. Well, I do got time, but I just want to make this quick. Mo in it said Tio ain't McDonald's. What's your point in saying that? Did I say Teofimo Lopez was McDonald's? You missed the point? Did you miss the point? You see what I'm saying? This is why they could do whatever they want to fans. Did I ever say Teofimo Lopez was McDonald's, or was I using McDonald's as an example to your dollar? You see what I'm talking about? Well, Teofimo ain't McDonald's. Did I say he was? Did I say he was? Did I say anything of that magnitude? Jamal Radio Davis, salute my brother in Super Chat. Bluebird, I am not surprised. It's the name of the game. We should boycott all lying fighters. Facts. But no, that's I'm saying that because I'm jealous. What am I jealous of? JX, salute my brother in Super Chat. Is he ducking or trying to wait to make the fight bigger? I feel a lot of fighters are trying this. How could he make it bigger when he can't plan? Can he predict the future? Retros for Life, 79 bosses, salute. Texas Best, salute. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands. Jamel Charlo and Jarrett Hurd was supposed to fight, and what happened? They both lost. Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, that fight was the biggest it's going to get. It never happened. What happened? They both lost. Floyd Mayweather, Manny Pacquiao, it lost its luster. Why? D-Man Jr., salute. Why did it lose its luster? You know why? Because Manny Pacquiao was knocked out cold by Juan Manuel Marquez, while in the mix of them going back and forth playing tug of war with the fans instead of making a fight, because Manny Pacquiao stated he didn't want to take Olympic-style testing. Rick 82M, salute. That's what happened. Dre Fine is my brother in Super Chat. He says, salute, Blue, from Big Unk of the DMV on deck. Salute to you, King. Corey Hill, salute. George Myers, salute my brother in the super chat. Appreciate you 1,000%, George Myers. The brother said, well, Teofimo Lopez ain't McDonald's. And then laughed. Did I ever say he was McDonald's? So why would you say that? Main event Mall, salute. Why would you say Teofimo Lopez ain't McDonald's when I never said he was? Kambosos is a mandatory. Haney need to fight Loma, earn his respect. Goodbye. Get him out of here. Get HLD out of here. Goodbye. I don't even want to see your name no more. Detroit, BC, salute. Goodbye. Goodbye. Jay's Way, salute. Goodbye. Goodbye. You came here talking about I was jealous of him. Now you're talking about, well, Kambosos is the mandatory. Goodbye. Miss me on one. Salute. Ricky Dub, salute. Blacksmith Rod, salute. Goodbye. Anthony Ray, salute. He said, at least they negotiating. They ain't negotiate anything if he never sent them a contract, and he said he sent them a contract, and then Bill Haney said they never got anything. So how they negotiating? How? How you negotiate something if you never even contacted them? How? In order to negotiate, you got to reach out to them, right? And I'm saying this from a fan's perspective. So you see, you get people coming into, Blues just mad. He don't like Teofimo Lopez. What are you talking about? Paul Kerrick, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute Blue and the LDBC brethren. Salute, brethren. What are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? I'm a fan of the sport of boxing. You're not. And instead of you, and probably him, instead of you just coming on and speaking your piece, you hide behind emoji and initials. Boxing Talk with Shaka Waka. Salute. This is what happens. This is what happens. What me telling y'all that they are able to sell you anything. I said that they could, if you're sitting in Red Lobster or Roof Chris or whatever high-end restaurant you like to sit in, steakhouse, whatever, and they go to a steakhouse and they serve you chicken, are you going to be happily just sitting eating your chicken? And Kenny Base One, salute. Carlos Hernandez Jr. He said, you're lying. Good. Now, Carlos Hernandez Jr., don't block him. Don't time him out. Don't do none of that. What did I tell that was wrong? Carlos Hernandez Jr.? You just said that. So now tell these people what now don't disappear. Stand on your square. So you said, I'm lying. What did I lie about? Go. 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 Go ahead and tell him. Oh, y'all timed him out? Don't time him out. Don't block him. Francion Arcelia, salute. Y'all see them in the chat? Don't time him out. Don't block him until I get him. Dury Jones, salute. Russell Davidson, salute. Chanel Maid, salute. Jalil Turner L, salute. This is always they comeback. Oh man, Blue ain't telling the truth. What I ain't telling the truth about? So let me ask you a question. Did he go on? Did he say that he sent Devin Haney the contract? Yes or no? What am I making up? Brian Corbett, salute. They can't separate facts over feelings when the proof is in their face. High Science 7, salute. Don't time him out. Don't block him when he come back. Domingo 1-1, salute. How could you say that? What am I? Now you see how does that sound? Jerron Purtle, salute. B-Box Lunch, salute. How could I lie about anything? What did I lie about? Instead of telling him, instead of going and telling him that, they're going to tell you that I am. They're going to tell the middleman that he delivered these messages to. They're going to tell us that we not telling the truth instead of going to the actual source and telling the source why you're not keeping it 100. Coach's Show, Dry, salute. LeVar Cooper, salute. You see how that works? How does that work? How does that work? Okay, main event Mark. Well, main event Mark. You ain't got it. You don't have to explain what you're doing. Malik Bauer, salute. Jericho Wise, salute. Bunny BA, my brother super chat. I think Haney should fight Loma. In my opinion, when it gets at Tia Lomo has nowhere to go. He has to fight Haney to get a rematch. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that is why we putting. This is what's wrong with that. Famous Brad, salute. What's wrong with that is why are we giving him. Why are we giving him obstacles to get to Teofimo Lopez? Did anybody give Teofimo Lopez these same obstacles to get to Lomachenko? Why are we telling? Why does Devin Haney have to fight Lomachenko to fight Teofimo Lopez? For what? Why? Why are we saying he should fight this guy to fight this? Who is Teofimo Lopez and what has he done to be playing this game with the people? He got an opportunity that Lomachenko gave him the opportunity. Lomachenko gave him the opportunity. So why does Teofimo? Why do Devin Haney have to go through this person and that person to fight this person? For what? When it's just simple mathematics. This man has the last belt in a division. Why does he have to fight Lomachenko? For what? Lomachenko has 2 losses on his resume. We still holding him to that higher standard? Dude lost to a dude with 14 losses in Orlando Salido. He lost to Teofimo Lopez. Why does Devin Haney have to fight him now? Let me ask you all a question. Did all these other dudes, did Nakatani have to fight Vasil Lomachenko to get an opportunity to fight Teofimo Lopez? T. Diddy, salute. Did he? So why we always have these stipulations? Oh, well, he should fight this person. He should fight that person. Are we saying that Terrence Crawford needs to fight Sean Porter to fight Errol Spence? Or everybody wants to see Errol Spence and Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford right now? Boxing and Barbecue, salute. Anthony Ray, salute. Dollar Bill, salute. King Fredo, 86, salute. This is only in boxing this can happen. Only in boxing. Only in boxing. And y'all still don't get it. It's amazing. You still don't get it. Can this happen in any other sport? This is why every other sport trumps boxing. This is why every other sport trumps boxing. This is why. Because the fans will make up all types of scenarios instead of just wanting to see the best fight the best. This is why. Imagine LeBron James winning the Western Conference Finals, right? Now, just check this out. Imagine LeBron James, but they have structure. The difference between all the other sports and this sport is structure. It's structure. So guess what? In the NBA, there's structure. They will not allow the best not to play the best. Because guess what? If it don't, they're going to get their money's worth. So imagine LeBron James winning the Western Conference Finals. And imagine, let's say it's the Brooklyn Nets or the Milwaukee Bucks. You got Giannis Antetokounmpo, or you got Kevin Durant. Right? And they win the Eastern Conference Finals. Imagine LeBron and the Lakers saying, well, you know what? We just went through the Los Angeles Clippers, and that was a tough team. And we proved ourselves against the Clippers. So before we play the Nets or the Bucks in the finals, they got to play the Clippers first, and then we'll play them. Where do they do that at? Adrian Vett, salute. Hubble Telescope, salute. Where do they do that at? Where? Where do they do that at? Well, the Western Conference is a much tougher conference, so they need to play a team at least from the West before we play them in the finals. Huh? Because we got a trophy from the West, and that trophy means more than the trophy that they got from the East. Come on, man. Right now, the NFL playoffs just started. You had 2 upsets. Now, imagine this. Imagine this now. The Cleveland Browns just upset the Steelers. And I know my brother Kurt don't want to hear that. Lee Ray, salute. Imagine the Cleveland Browns just upset the Steelers, right? The Browns just upset the Steelers. Now, imagine this. Imagine this now. Imagine the Browns go to play a team and the next team, and they say, well, we just beat the Steelers. And let's say they, who they playing? Who's the Browns playing? I don't even know. I don't keep up with football right now. ASAP Sam King Judah, salute. Who they playing? The Ravens or the Bills? Whomever they playing. Imagine they say, well, we ain't going to play that team because we just beat the toughest team, so they need to beat the Steelers. So the Steelers need to come back in the playoffs. So the team that the Browns get ready to play, they got to beat the Steelers before they're worthy of us playing them. Man, what do they do that at, man? What are you talking about? Mr. Pazzo, my brother in the super chat. Boxing has the best fans out of any other sport by far, but boxing fans get treated the worst out of any other sport in the world. Yeah, because you know why? Loyalty. We can't separate loyalty from facts. That's the problem. That's the problem in the sport of boxing. You can't separate loyalty from facts. We got 800 people. I'm sure we got at least 800 likes, right? Bunny BA, my brother in super chat. So why does Crawford have to fight Porter to get Spence? I thought we were on the same page. That's a double standard. Haney got a vacant belt. Beating who? Comey isn't better winner than Gamboa. Bunny BA, when did you hear me say? I'm confused. Bunny BA, my brother, when did you hear me say that Crawford needed to beat Porter to fight Spence? When did you hear me say that? Has anybody heard me ever say on this platform, since we've been talking about Terrence Crawford, Errol Spence, you heard me say that he needs to beat Sean Porter before he fights Errol Spence? Has anybody heard me say that? And Bunny BA has been here for a very long time. But once again, he's dealing with feelings over facts. Have anybody heard me say that Sean Porter and Terrence Crawford need to fight first before Terrence Crawford can fight Errol Spence? Has anybody heard me say that? Anybody? Anybody heard me say that? Where do they come up with this stuff? Where? Where do they come up with this stuff? I've never said that. All I said, it was a good fight. If I said if he's not going to fight Errol Spence, then his next fight should be Sean Porter. I never said he had to go through Sean Porter to get Errol Spence fight. I never said that. Never. Never said that. Never. Ant Lang, my brother in the super chat. Everyone wants to be money made, but don't want to be in the pretty boy work, to put in that pretty boy work. The fight is made from those finer fabrics are becoming extinct. It's a shame. This is a fact. Dropping that dub on me. I've never said that. Macadocious, Mac of the South, salute. Calvin Johnson, salute. I've never once said that. I've never once ever said that. Ever. Where did that come from? My brother Money Brown TV in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Money, I'm gonna send you a link in a second, bro. Text me your email because I'm using my wife's laptop, and I don't have everybody's email no more on this. I got to open up my email, my laptop. Slick T, salute. Right. He said, y'all hear what y'all want to hear. I've never said that. Ever. Ever. And Bunny B.A. has been here forever on top of it. So he knows I've never said that. He knows I never said that. So what are we doing? Richard B., salute. What are we doing here? CB Sports TV, my brother Carl Burrell, salute. We only do this in defense of the people that we love in the sport of boxing and we're loyal to. That's it. The real T-Shell, salute. That's it. And we cannot separate facts from feelings. We have a hard time doing that. In the sport of boxing, we can't separate facts from feelings. In every other sport, right? I'm a 49er fan since 1982. I'm a Bulls fan since around the same time. You're going to get me to tell you that the 49ers didn't have great quarterbacks. We didn't have a great system. We didn't benefit from the time. Of course we did. Harvey Hot Dog, salute. But did that take away from our victories? No. Cerebral Shadowboxer, salute. Arturo Shadi, Elijah Hannon, salute. Alex Herrera, salute. Big Glow Mankey, salute. I can't understand that. Ray Ray said you did say that. Ray Ray, stop it. You new here, Ray Ray, and you ain't never heard me say that. Stop it. When you heard me say that, Ray Ray. Ray Ray, when you heard me say that. Clay King, salute. TC, peace and blessings to the queen in the super chat. She said, Blue, baby, you know what it is. Don't let none of these people take you off your square. The best fight, the worst in boxing. This is a fact, queen. This is a fact. Paul Ruffin, salute. This is a fact. Sleepy Sleep, salute. Non-Ether Media Group. Frankie G, salute. Clayton Smith, salute. I got you, King. Money Brown, I got you. So when y'all heard me say this, smash that like button. The brother just said he heard me say it. Ray Ray said I said it. When? Every White, salute. He said, no, you made a comparison. That's all I'm making is comparisons. Santos, salute. All I'm making a comparison. But this just goes to show the mindset of the fans in the sport of boxing. They couldn't hear the comparison. All they heard was me mention names. Boxing Dash, salute. And just like the brother said, oh, but I said, do you go to Red Lobster and they give you McDonald's and you happy with it? He said, but Teofimo Lopez ain't McDonald's. How did you get that from what I was just saying? Big homie Coop, my brother, salute. Jason, salute. How did you get that from what I just said? Armed Force Sports TV, salute. How? How did you get that from that? I'm confused. Yeah, she did tell me about using the laptop. But she approved of this message today, so. My brother said, Perfecting White, March 6th. Salute, my brother Lawrence Williams. Go subscribe to my brother Lawrence Williams. Insa Dolph, salute. Salute to Guyana. This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. You never heard me say this. One honor, salute. You hear what you wanted to hear so that it can fit your narrative. That's what you heard. That's what you hear. David Bohannon, my brother, he said 682 likes. That don't cut it. Let's get them likes up. We should get the likes up to 800 right now, my peoples. Get the likes up to 800. Coach Biddy, salute. Travis Bryan, salute. Get the likes up to 800. School of Skills, salute. So now the brother came here and said that Yayo Taylor, salute. Made sense, 84, salute. So the brother came here and said that I'm making up a story. When Teofimo Lopez went on the live stream and said he sent Devin Haney a contract, and then Bill Haney on another live stream, made sense, 84, salute, and said that they didn't send him anything. So how am I making up a story? Mr. Black, salute. How did I make up the story when I'm just the middleman? Carl M, salute. How? Teofimo Lopez sat on his live stream and said, I'm sending Kambosos Jr. and Devin Haney contracts. OG Eric in St. Louis, salute. And he said, I'm going to announce it coming soon. He also said it's going to be difficult to make the Kambosos fight because the whole point in fighting Kambosos, outside of the fact that he's my mandatory, is the fact that I'm going to fight him in Australia. So I'm going to, and I understand what his point is. He's going to Australia to introduce himself and, pick up a whole nother fan base in beating one of the best, if not the best, lightweight Australian fighter in the world. Sean Jemmett, salute. So he's going to grow his fan base. Understandable. I'm not mad at that. Volts UK, salute. Rock B, salute. I'm not mad at that. QCP 1000, salute. I'm not mad at that at all. Salute to the ATL. Mr. Gillian, salute. I'm not mad at that. Jinx 1984, salute. Darius the Great, salute. Joe B, Bod 10, salute. He said Kambosos is IBF mandatory. If he fights Haney, he gets stripped. No, he doesn't. Bing. Wrong. You're wrong. Hard body Teofimo, my brother in the super chat. I mean, in the building. Salute. You're wrong. Bing. For one, there's a travel restriction. For two, unification is Trump mandatories. Kanye West, salute. Plain and simple. Zoe Fuller, salute. Lavoix de la Variet Lesuli, salute. He will be stripped, man. No, he won't. DB Rocker, salute. No, he won't. No, he won't. No, he won't. They could come to an understanding, and it's a travel restriction. There's a lot going on. No, he won't. No, he won't. That's the quickest and easiest way to defend it. No, he won't. Jalen Thompson, salute. The unification of Trump are mandatory. He won't be stripped. He won't be stripped because it hasn't been that long. Nick Silvio, salute. It hasn't been that long. Kambosos hasn't been the mandatory for years on top of years where he just keep dancing around him. That's not the case. Pugilist Shiznit, salute. It's not the case at all. That's not the case at all. They will not strip him. No, they won't. It hasn't been that long. Yeah, Lawrence Williams said Kambosos in Miami training with Xander Zays, no travel restrictions. Yeah, but you missed the point. The point is Teofimo Lopez wants the actual fight to be in Australia, not to fight in the States against Kambosos, who nobody knows. That's pointless. HM Pro, my brother in the super chat, he said T.O. talk too much. Listen, the problem is they put the carriage before the horse. JT, my brother in the super chat, he said T.O. looked bad in a Nakatani fight and still got Comey. No one said he needed to prove himself for Comey. Why don't people want this fight? This is a fact, JT, and I'm going to leave that there for a while. That's a fact. Real Talk Podcast Live, salute. Deadshot, salute. Ricky Dub, salute. The point is, yeah, Kambosos is here and training in the States. But the problem is, beautiful one, salute. Peace and blessings, Queen. The problem is this, right? Victor Vargas, salute. Is that the fight itself, Jamal Wright, salute, needs to take place in Australia to capture the fan base triumphant, salute, in Australia. If you're Teofimo Lopez. Chef Curry, salute. If not, if you're going to fight here in the States, if you're Kambosos and if you're Teofimo Lopez, wouldn't it make more sense to say, well, listen, let's try to push it off because we can't have our natural environment. Right. Lawrence Williams said Australia's locked down. Right. So, Real 6 SP90, salute. So, if you're Teofimo Lopez and Kambosos, doesn't it make sense to push the fight off and say, listen, you guaranteed the winner of this fight? And you can fight as the co-main event since you're here in the States and push it back. Give us some time that we can actually have this fight in Australia. That's the whole point in the Manny Pacquiao-Jeff Horn fight was to go to Australia. Khalil Burton, salute. Why are you going to fight him in a bubble where nobody knows? Junior Delgado, salute. Why not push? Right? For the fight to be pushed back and push for a bigger fight right now here in the States. LaJessica Burden, Southside of Music, salute. Peace of blessings, LaJessica Burden. Peace of blessings, Queen. Where it makes more sense. Slim Jim 314, salute. ISO Reaction, salute. Because guess what? This ain't the first time we went through this. This ain't the first time. They tried to do this to Terrence Crawford when he was trying to fight in Dongo. But we as the fans, when we wanted Terrence Crawford to fight in Dongo for Undisputed, they tried to do the same thing. They tried to do the same thing. Char Branch, salute. And we as the fans petitioned. We petitioned Kareem Ebanks, salute. We petitioned Mario Ramirez, salute. Bravo J, salute. We petitioned for Terrence Crawford and Ndongo, and they gave, who was it, Ndongo a pass for one of his belts so that we could get the undisputed back. We petitioned for it, and they gave it to us because that's how much strength you has as the fans. You don't believe me? Go back and look, do your research. Clay King, salute. GTV, salute. Yusuf B, my brother in the super chat, salute. Appreciate you, King. Jonathan Paul said, only in boxing. Facts. And this is Teofimo Lopez, Joe Ferguson, salute. And I support Teofimo Lopez. See, y'all don't even know, man. I'm one of his biggest supporters. I know people from his team and his family and everything. He's from New York. Of course I want to see him win. But when you're doing something wrong, you're wrong. You're wrong. Dundada 555, salute. Anthony LeGrande Jr., salute. You're wrong. Point blank and period. Smash that like button. G-Man TV, salute. Let's get them likes up. How many likes we got? Michael Ray, the Deuce, salute. Maurice Aboriginal, salute. My brother, Keon, everything boxing and sports. What's good with you, King? I'm going to send you a link. Tab Investment, salute, my brother. In the super chat. He said, salute, Blue Blood. Keep speaking them these facts. Salute, King. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, everything boxing and sports. Why we only got 766 likes? Get the likes up. Get the likes up. Luis Torres, salute. Get them likes up, man. We should have at least 800 likes right now. Smash that like button. Y'all are okay with them playing with the fans. That's what y'all okay with. I don't understand that. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Bradford Bacina, salute. Smash that like button. Let's get the likes to non-hundo. Bradford Bacina, salute. Get the likes up. E-double, salute. We're supposed to deal with facts over feelings. Macedo, salute. Macedo, salute. Richard B, salute. I don't get it. Why are we quick to say non-Ether Media Group, salute? Why are we quick to say, well, Devin Haney needs to fight this person before he fights Teofimo Lopez? Andrew Reed, salute. Huh? Oh, well, before he fights this guy, he needs to fight this guy. Oh, well, he got to fight Kambosos because this is mandatory. Chino Davis, salute. Ruben Mala, salute. Funny part about it, Tackle Jones, salute. Ivory Hendricks, salute. Pittsburgh back, salute. Funny thing is that everybody was saying this before they even officially announced that Kambosos was going to, for sure, be the mandatory. Yeah, my brother Lawrence Williams, I know your standpoint with it. KQKC Boxing Network, OG in the building. Go subscribe to my brother KQKC Boxing Network. My brother right there. OG, man. Big George 850, what's good? Well, if Loma is such an easy fight for Haney, then just fight him. Now you speaking that. He was trying to fight Lomachenko before Teofimo Lopez was. What are you talking about? He was trying to get the fight before Teofimo Lopez. Now, Vasil Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. Devin Haney's trying to fight the winner. But you trying to fault the man that want to fight the best? Man, what's wrong with y'all, man? Man. Wow. Wow. He tried to fight Lomachenko before Lomachenko lost to Teofimo Lopez. So then he said, okay, now you lost to Teofimo Lopez. Now I want to fight Teofimo Lopez. And you telling him he should fight the loser. Man, you can't make this up. You can't make this stuff up. Sean M., my brother in Super Chat, he said, smash the like button. Salute, Blue Blood. Salute to you, King. Tony Montgomery, salute. And you can't make this stuff up. Well, now if Loma's so easy, then he should just fight him. What? He was trying to fight him before he lost. Rasul Ali, Ashe to you, King. So he was trying to fight him before he lost. So now he's trying to fight the winner, and you're trying to fault him for wanting to fight the winner. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Galvatron, salute. Mo 2013, salute. But get this, though. Imagine this. If Errol Spence or Terrence Crawford, let's use Terrence Crawford, Basement Boxer Talk, salute. Juan Fernandez, salute. We're going to use Terrence Crawford as an example. BJ Skrill, salute. We're going to use Terrence Crawford as an example. If Terrence Crawford, 3 states below, salute. BJ Skrill, salute. Joe B, salute. Imagine this. Imagine Terrence Crawford right now saying, I don't want to fight Errol Spence. I want to fight Danny Garcia. Y'all be okay with that? Brent Lawson, salute. Dion Foe, salute. Bad Bull, Innerpin, salute. Would you be okay with that? Jay Lynn, peace and blessings, Queen. So if Terrence Crawford right now said, nah, I don't want to fight Errol Spence, I want to fight Danny Garcia. Quay Scott, salute. Kevin Galasius, salute. Would y'all be okay with that? Dwayne Jefferson, salute. Would y'all be okay with that? Because every single person in here would be saying, look at Terrence Crawford, man. Why are you trying to fight him? He lost. Terry Smoot Jr., salute. I'm okay with that too. But I'm saying, Terry Smoot, if he target Danny Garcia instead of targeting Errol Spence, would you be okay with it? Ace 1200 bot, salute. Maurice Aboriginal, salute. Brian Corbett, salute. Would you be okay with that? Be truthful. Denzel Horton, salute. Mr. Miyagi West, Baltimore, salute. Would you be okay with that? Cerebral Shadow Boxer, my brother in Super Chat, he said, Blue, these are not boxing fans, they are fighter fans. They're not even fighter fans. They're social media fans. 4GM Wolfgang, salute. That's what happened to the sport. Social media. You follow these dudes on social media, you follow their lifestyle, you see them in the lifestyle that they live in. Sheena, salute. And this is what people have fell in love with. That's what happened. Siobhan Rain, salute. That's what happened. This is what's going on. Ross Francis, salute. This is what happens. Social media. You have Instagram, you have Twitter, you have all of these things where you can reach out to them and you feel like you have a deeper connection than normally in the sport past. And so now it's the loyalty it's over and aboard. It's just overboard now. Now it's just removing all facts out of the equation. And it's just simply feelings. That's what happens now. Nick Gladden, salute. That's what happens now. Stick Talk Boxer, my brother in Super Chat. They're not mad because Haney wants to fight the best. They mad because they want Lopez to hold on to the belts. They know Haney will beat out of Teofimo. Facts. Salute to my brother, I am Ill Will. Go subscribe to my brother, I am Ill Will. This is what happens. How come nobody? Where's the? You get people coming here now. Check this out. Top Shelf Mike, salute. Javane, salute. Now check this out. Clemil Gibbs, salute. You got people coming here, right? And saying that it's blue blood. Oh, blue blood don't like this person. Blue blood don't like that person. It's blue blood. It is blue blood. That blue blood. Blue blood. Blue blood. Blue blood. Right? But Leonard Ellaby could sit there and tell you, you the fans don't matter. And I'm going to give you the fight that I want to give you. Big Zo, salute. And not only you're not going to be mad, but you're going to be happy about it. And you're going to do it in the manner we want you to do. Birdman, salute. You're going to do it in the manner we want you to do it. Because he said, guess what? The next time Tank fight, it ain't going to be without fans in attendance because Tank is a fan fighter. Pull counter boxer, salute. That's what he just said. This is simply what he just said. Devour boxer, salute. Where are your comments? Why aren't you holding Leonard Ellerbe accountable for that? Because it's your money that's coming out of your pocket that's paying for them and affording them the lifestyle that they live. And maybe that's why you feel more of a connection. That's why you feel so defensive. Be fair, salute. Instead of keeping it 100. Maybe that's why. Gabriel Nigeria, salute. Deadshot, salute. Maybe that's why. Brian Knight, salute. Maybe that's why. Because hey, I pay my pay-per-view, man, and you see him living his lifestyle. Hey, I helped him buy that chain. I helped him buy that Lamborghini, that Lambo. I helped him buy that Bentley Ghost. I helped him buy that. I helped him fit the bill for it. Maybe that's it. Billy McDowell, salute, my brother in Super Chat. Mark Ambrose, salute. That guy, salute. Vontae Gooden, salute. Vontae Gooden, where you see that at? I hope it's true, but where you see it at? Billy McDowell, salute. Devin Haney should fight. Lopez and Tank should fight. Ryan Garcia and Crawford versus Spence or Porter should be the next line of fight, I think. Devin should fight. Lopez and Tank should fight. Ryan Garcia, Crawford, Spence, or Porter should be the next in line. I agree. Vontae Gooden, where you see that? 22 minutes ago, where? Where? I hope you're right. Vontae Gooden said, mind if I link? I don't mind it. And don't show me something that's old. Don't show me something that's old. Elmer's Papa, salute. Send me the link on Blue Blood Sports TV in my inbox on Instagram. Salute to Brazil. He said on YouTube. DOG, salute. Where's the link? Send me the link on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV on in my inbox. I hope you're right. I hope you're right. You talking about Aki TV? Bro, did you watch the video? Smash the like button. Did you watch the video? Salute to my brother Aki TV. Did you watch the video? Anthony Maynard, salute. Did you watch the video? You see what I'm talking about? Did you watch it and listen to it? Smash the like button. Get the likes to 1K. Did you watch it and listen to it? And that's my guy here. I like my brother Aki TV. That's my brother. But did you listen and watch the video? Did you watch it and listen to it? You can't make this stuff up, man. You can't. You can't. Rocco 3, salute. Smash that like button, man. Let's get the likes to 1K. You got it. Y'all got to start, man. You got to start watching the videos, man. Start watching them. You got to start watching these videos, man. Daniel Stanley, my brother in the super chat, he says, salute, Blue Buzz, salute to you, King. So he came here. Vontae Gooden, you gotta like, bro. Just read it and watch, man. I sent Kurt the link. You see what I'm saying? We gotta start. We gotta do better, man. Gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. So that is Bill Haney saying that they would agree to fight Teofimo Lopez. We already knew that. We already knew that. Right? Nick Gladden, salute. We already knew that. Salute to my brother Chuga, fantastic in the super chat. Appreciate you. Salute to my brother I am Ill Will. He said 325 subs away from 1K. Smash that like button. Subscribe to my brother I am Ill Will. Vernon S. Salute. Yeah, Teofimo Lopez said he sent him the contract. There's no contract sent. ISO reaction. Salute. They didn't. Bill Haney. They didn't get a contract. Teofimo Lopez said he sent the contract. So what happened? What happened? Salute to my brother Kurt Anderson, aka Kurt Sugar, aka the historian. My brother, my Coles. What's good with you, Kurt?
Hey, Blue, man, what's good, man? What's good with you, man? What's up, chat?
I know you ain't in a good mood, man.
Nah, my Steelers laid an egg last night, man. The defense was non-existent, but in the NFL, if you can't run the football, and I'm a passing type of guy, if you can't run the ball just a little bit, then you're doomed, man. And Pittsburgh been trending down the last 6 weeks. We lost 5 out of our last 6 games, man, and it's not a big shock, man. The first play of the game, fumble in the end zone. I said, oh, so. Ben's getting older, man. He threw 4 interceptions, and a 6'6" quarterback shouldn't get his passes tip at the line. Shouldn't happen, but it just wasn't our year, man. We got some work to do, man. So tonight, I'm getting ready for Alabama, Ohio State.
Yeah, I can't wait for that too tonight. Yeah, so Kurt, I don't know if you completely heard what's going on, but Teofimo Lopez, he told the world that he sent Devin Haney a contract, as well as George Kambosos Jr. And he was looking to make the best fight, so on and such. With that said, Bill Haney came out and said they never sent him anything. We got no contract. They didn't send him anything. And Bill Haney, they tried to get according to reports, they tried to get they were on what you call it, the Boxing Voice, right? And shout out to Ness and the Boxing Voice. So they was on the Boxing Voice with Ness, And they tried to get Teofimo Lopez Sr. on. He didn't come on, and according to reports, he told them that he was in negotiations with Top Rank in a meeting to stage the Kambosos fight. But Bill Haney was on live, and while at the same time Teofimo was on live saying that he sent the contract, and Bill's like, "Let me check. I ain't getting no contract. I ain't getting nothing." And so then, Bill Haney even they got a backup plan. They literally negotiated a backup plan on Boxing Voice. Shout out the Nest with Javier Fortuna, and they said that Javier Fortuna and his manager Sampson, they agreed that they'll wait for Bill and Devin to be able to land Teofimo Lopez or Ryan Garcia fighting. If they can't, they'll wait and they will gladly sign. They agreed to everything essentially that Duke agree of on the air. So Javier Fortuna is like, we'll fight him in April, and his manager Sampson. They said we'll fight you in April if you can't get those fights, and we'll wait for you. And 600,000, Kurt. They said they'll take 600,000 and make the fight, so they don't mind waiting in the wings. So I don't understand where the fans are coming off. I don't get it. You're saying 007, WB Sports TV, salute. And then this is what I don't get, Kurt. How do fans say, well, he needs to fight Lomachenko? Now, this is something this just bothers me, Blue, Kurt. Right? This just gets me, Kurt. That the fans would be like, well, he needs to fight Lomachenko to prove a point. Why? When he's trying to fight the winner. When he's trying to fight the winner, Kurt. Why does he need to fight Lomachenko now? I don't get that, Kurt. And then, we've seen some things in the sport of boxing, Kurt. You're a historian. You've seen more than I have. But Kurt, this is what allows. And then I don't know if you heard, Kurt, but I don't know if you heard Leonard Ellaby. But he said, Kurt, it gave me goosebumps when he said, I was driving. I was listening to the interview. This was Saturday. I was listening to the interview. I was driving. And he said, well, essentially he said the fans don't even matter. But he said, well, we going to make the fights. He says, I'm hearing a lot of people say Tank ain't fight nobody. He said, well, come on. He said, well, it may matter to the hardcore boxing fans. This is what he said, Kurt. It may matter to the hardcore boxing fans, essentially alluding to, the competition in the ring when he said the hardcore boxing fan. And he says, but what's most important is his bank account and his superstardom. So it may not be the fights the hardcore boxing fans want to see. But we ain't here to make the fights the fans want to see. We're going to put on the fight that we think make the most sense. And if it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. And then he says, in the same breath, Kurt, he says, and the thing is, then I could guarantee you this, the next time you see Gervonta Tank Davis in the ring, it's going to be a packed out house because he's a fan favorite type of fighter. So essentially, you telling us that the fans are going to come and support him, but you ain't going to give the fans the fight they want to see, Kurt. I don't get it, Kurt. Like, it's just, oh, man. They gave me goosebumps. I'm like, really? Really? But what's your thoughts on that, though, Kurt? I talked enough. I want to hear your opinion.
Well, unfortunately, Blue and Chat, we're in the days of social media has become a gift and a curse. It's a gift because you could promote fights and you have platforms, but it could be a curse because certain fighters want to be celebrities than fighters, and it takes away their killer instinct, and they could tell you whatever you want to hear. And remember, Bob Arum said you can kick a boxing fan in any direction like rocks. He said that, and it's true. And what Leonard Ellaby said, I did hear it. I did hear everything you said. I try to keep abreast of boxing news, even though it gets on my nerve because my friends called me a couple of days ago, and they was like, "Man, we can, who gonna win between Haney and Teo and Lomachenko if they fight a rematch and everything?" But I just have a very bad feeling, Blue, that we're not going to see these fights. We'd be lucky if we get Lomachenko, Teo, or one out of the four, Ryan or Tank. Politics, and I don't believe in that because any fight could be made. But I just don't believe these guys that they want to fight the best. If they have two great fights in their career, they're lucky. They have a big fight, then they'll fight a mandatory. Most of the times it'd be somebody of little note, or they'll fight a mid-level guy and try to pass it on and try to build on a fight. It doesn't surprise me what Leonard Ellaby said. It really doesn't. They take us as idiots. The boxing fans are unlike any other in sports. Soccer fans, football fans, but boxing fans, they don't put up enough fuss or fight. And if you put pressure, on a certain fight you want to see, and you know what they say, pressure busts pipes. But we go for anything. Now he's going to fight Kambosos, Teofimo. He's going to fight him. There's no contract being sent anywhere. Uh, I'm very disappointed in Teo because before he fought Lomachenko, he wanted us to believe, the fans that is, that he was a hungry throwback fighter. And when he got the title, you see, we're in a day and age, like I said, a guy wins a big fight, he wants to be a celebrity. He's enjoying the celebrity status. He wants a certain amount of money, but he wants the prestige. That's why he was at the Canelo fight. He wants a large fan base. He wants everything. But you can't pull him in the Hall of Fame or call him a great fighter because he beat overhyped Lomachenko. Yeah, that's why I said it. He's overhyped Lomachenko. Now he wants all the bells and whistles. Well, you didn't put the work in because you got people out there that's a threat to you. You got Ryan Garcia. You got Tank. Even though it was a 130, that fight could be made. Tank move up. You got Devin Haney, who's been calling you out. It seems to me that Devin is the hungrier out of everybody. Ryan and Tank, people, they're not going to fight each other. More than likely, Ryan Garcia is going to fight Jorge Linares. That's a perfect fight for him. A big name. Linares is way past it. Or it could be anybody mid-level. They're not going to risk putting their prize fight in the ring with a dangerous guy like each other. Because Ryan could beat Tank, Tank could beat Ryan. Even though I got Tank winning the fight. But you never know. With these guys, Blue, I'm from a whole different era, man. I'm not trying to get used to this. I'm really not. But, it's part of boxing. So, unfortunately, we look for stories, we see their fathers, bragging about their sons, my son this, my son that. But I'm really surprised at Teal because I thought he was a real one, but he's not. He's more to me now like a celebrity. He turned into a diva. Now, I don't mind divas being a diva, but you have to earn it. You have to put in the work. Sugar Ray Leonard was a diva, but he was a proven fighter. Even my favorite fighter and the best fighter of all time, Sugar Ray Robinson, was the biggest diva, but he put in the work. So you don't mind. They earned it, but Teal hasn't earned it. I want to see these fights. I want to see they fight each other. We can have a golden era, but in a perfect world we can. But in boxing, like we said many times, Blue, that boxing can't get out of its own way. We have the fighters to make that golden era, but they have to be willing to put their titles and they O on the line. Say what you want about Mayweather. He fought half of his opponents were world champions. They just couldn't beat him. So you don't get on him because his resume is great. But these fighters, they're still unproven. They're young. it's just different. They're social media guys, and like I said, it's a gift, but then again, it's a curse, man. And I just got a bad feeling we're going to miss out on a lot of fights, a lot of quality, top-notch fights.
Yeah, man. It's seriously disappointing, man. We got my brother in the building, Money Brown TV. What's good? Go subscribe to my brother, Money Brown TV. And Money, we got to keep it clean on here because YouTube is on my back, man. But salute to my brother, Money Brown TV, here in the building. Salute. What's good with your money?
No doubt, big bro. What's going down? Which was going down, Kurt? What's going down?
Ain't nothing, man.
Salute.
Chilling. But
Go ahead. Go ahead.
See, I'm gonna get Tio his credit. I got to. You know what I mean? He did fight Nakatani. He fought Loma, and he fought Richard Comey back to back. This thing with him though, you got the titles, right? Because I got you as a unified champion. We all give him credit. So this is the thing. My brother Steve in the chat, he with the Teofimo count. And like I told him last night, all right, he's the unified champ. He's not undisputed. He understands this what we do know. He understands that if he want to be undisputed, he has to fight Devin Haney. He knows that. Nobody asked him about Devin Haney after that post fight. To my knowledge, he the one brought up Devin Haney's name and say he will fight Devin Haney because deep down in his soul, he knows that he's not the undisputed champion, bro. He knows that. Now, when we look at the situation, he the one saying that I'm going to be a fans to the fans. My next fight is not going to be a cherry pick. You know what I mean? He like they want to hate Devin Haney and call him the email champ when he's the real WBC champ, right? But you can't knock Devin Haney like he didn't want to fight Lomachenko. He wanted to fight Lomachenko. If Lomachenko drop his title, if he vacate the title, that's on him. He vacated the title. No matter how Devin got the title, he got it. He vacated the title. So that made him the WBC champion. Just like Canelo vacated the title. It made Jamal the WBC champion. Jamal wanted to fight Canelo Alvarez. They wanted to prove how great they were, but they never got a chance. And we all know Lomachenko jumped Devin in the WBC. And we don't know how he got ranked that high in the WBC to fight Luke Campbell when that should have been Devin Haney fighting for that title, right? So now it comes to this point, like Ryan, because I do, Kurt, I know you say you don't believe the fight gonna happen. I do believe Ryan Garcia and Tank gonna happen next. It's just me though. I feel like they gonna find a way, and it is dangerous because we know Tank is like he the only hope over there on Mayweather promotion, and Ryan Garcia after losing Canelo Alvarez is his big draw over there on Golden Boy. So it is a risk. It's a risk, but it's a high reward risk because that fight can sell, and boxing is a young man's sport, and they can bring eyes to the sport. And they can bring people to the arenas and sell out and make a lot of money. And they both still young enough to recoup if they take a loss, in my opinion. You know what I mean? So when I look at Teofimo, I don't mind Teofimo talking this stuff. I don't mind. All right, talk your stuff. I don't agree with everything that he say because he say a lot of bull crap. But he don't speak the truth all the time. He don't. You know what I mean? He don't speak the truth all the time. So now that you say you will fight anybody, you're not ducking nobody. You will fight anybody. Now that the opportunity to fight Devin Haney out there, right? Because I just heard what Ryan Garcia said, Tio and Devin need to fight while me and Tank fight, and we can have this little tournament going on and the winner fight each other, which is a beautiful thing if it can happen like that. If it can happen like that. You know what I mean? So it comes down to the point to where you're saying you're sending a contract and no contract has been sent. Like I'm telling you, Steve, we just got through talking to Bill Haney. The man sitting by the fax machine. The man checked his email. The man has got nothing. And then they put out a story talking about they offer $4 million and Bill say that's a lie. He said, that's a lie. He said, we said, what if I go get you $4 million? What you think about that? And then he said, Eddie said 5. And then they turn around and say, oh, not 10. You're not getting no 8 figures, man, in no pandemic. We all know this. You're not going to get no 8. You're not worth 8 figures. You're not worth no $10 million. Are you crazy? What have you done to be worth $10 million, bro? That's pay-per-view numbers. You know what I mean? That's pay-per-view numbers. That's what Adrian Broner get for fighting Manny Pacquiao. You go tell me you did more than Adrian Broner? Like, so you got to cut that out, Tio. If you go talk a good game, okay, bag it up. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm giving the kid all the credit in the world. He is the #1 fighter at 135 pounds. Nobody blue pick T.O. to beat Lomachenko. This what I mean. When y'all come in here and y'all try to discredit, right? Blue pick Teofimo to beat Lomachenko. And the man put money on it to prove that he meant his words. He put money on it, right? So now when it turns and he don't pick T.O. in this fight, or he just telling T.O., well, keep the same energy that you've been having, because that's what, you know what I mean? Now you see all the discrediting and all this, oh, you bias and all these things. because people don't know how to keep the same energy, and they only want to hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see. But facts are the facts. If you got a man that's calling it straight down the middle every time he's on the show, because Blue call it straight down the middle, whether if it's a fighter he like or it's a fighter he don't like, people only hear what they want to hear and they want to see what they want to see. But with Teofimo, if you want her talking about you sending out a contract to Devin Haney and you send out a contract to George Kambosos, and Bill Haney sitting up here saying we never receive anything, he talking to Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn say he never received anything. So what are you doing? What are you doing? Or you just saying that to bring people to look at you because you got a fight that you feel to take with George Kambosos and build up that fight? Because you know that's the whole thing. Or is you trying to get a jump out on Devin Haney and try to make it like, oh, we try to make the fight happen, but Devin don't want the fight. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, man, right now, in these day and age, you can't hide the truth now. You can't, especially when people like, how you gonna play with Blue? How you gonna play with 78? How you gonna play with the big dogs when they got direct connection to Bill Haney, who keep it real on everything? Who keeps it real on everything? He say, well, get Papa Lopez on the show so we can hear his side. We telling you, Bill Haney sitting by the thing saying he didn't receive. Bill Haney don't have no reason to lie about a contract to fight Teofimo Lopez if that's the fight they want, bro. Be real with yourself, bro. They chasing Teofimo Lopez. They want the Teofimo Lopez fight. So why would Bill Haney sit up here and lie about a contract not coming through? You understand what I'm saying? What is the contract that they like or what is one that they don't like? If they don't like it, the man will come out and say, you know what, the numbers weren't right. We didn't like what was on the contract. We did receive a contract, but we didn't like. But the man said we didn't receive anything. I'm still waiting. Bill Haney said he want to go get a haircut, but he not moving because he don't want to miss what if the situation happened. So the man has no reason to lie, bro. So right now, it gonna come down to this. I'm gonna pass it, Bruce. It's gonna come down to Teofimo to stand on his words. You put it out there that you're sending 2 contracts out. So now, if don't no contract come out, if they never receive a contract, then you all cap. You all cap right now, and you deserve everything that's gonna come to you. But if you did send out a contract, then people got to give you your respect, right? And say you stepping up to the plate and you doing what you said you want to do. So at the end of the day, we will find out and we will see. But he will be held accountable for his words, whether you like it or not. He will be held accountable. But go ahead, Blue.
That's a fact, man. And that's the thing. And go subscribe to my brother Money Brown TV. Drop your link. Make sure your link is in the chat so they can click on. My brother Terrence Bailey Sr. Salute. Go subscribe to my brother Terrence Bailey Sr., man. On the mic with Terrence Bailey Sr. Money, make sure you drop the link every so often so the people could click on that. Gravy David, my brother in Super Chat, says statements like what LB made causes my not to buy pay-per-views. Like Thurman's statement, 90% of the fans don't know nothing rather than true or not. And that's a fact. You know, the thing is they just take the fans all the way for granted, man. My brother Corey Lee Boxing, what's good? Go subscribe to Corey Lee Boxing. We got my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sport in the building. Go subscribe to my brother Keon, Everything Boxing and Sport. Try to keep it clean, Key, because YouTube is on my back, man. But go ahead, Key.
Oh yeah, definitely. I got you, Blue. I got my kids right here anyway, so I ain't got no choice but to keep it clean. Hey, man, but salute to you, Blue. Salute to you, Kurt Anderson, and salute to my man Money. And salute to everybody in the chat, man. Yeah, man.
Before you start though, make sure you let the people know where they could subscribe to you, and make sure you put that link in the chat so that people can click directly on it.
I got you. I'm gonna drop the link for you. I got you. Go ahead and cook.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and everybody can catch me at Everything Boxing and Sports on YouTube. And then on Facebook, I think it's Keon Everything Boxing Turner on Facebook. Yeah, so yeah, man, Blue, we was actually cooking on this earlier, man. We had Bill Haney came on the show, and before Bill Haney came on, I was saying, look, man, I'm sick of these fighters coming out telling flat out lies to their fans, you know, and then the fans will run with it, and then, you know, all the story, the next thing you know, the story will be out that Teofimo Lopez, he sent the contract, but Devin Haney and them didn't want it. You know, they always trying to flip the narrative. And I knew when Bill Haney, right, was on the fight party with the fight party last night, when he came on there and he said, look, I don't know what this dude is talking about because he haven't sent me nothing. We haven't sat down and talked to Bob Arum or nobody about the fight, right? Mm-hmm. And then I knew from that point, right? And then right after that, you seen it that somebody came in and they said, look, Teofimo Lopez is on live right now saying that he sent the contract. Right now, when that happened and Bill Haney said it was a lie, I knew exactly what Teofimo was trying to do. He was trying to get ahead of everything, right? He was trying to get ahead of everything. So if the fight don't fall through, if Bob Arum don't let him take the fight, because let's be honest, before anything happened on that side, Bob Arum have to okay it. Bob Arum have to make that happen on his side, right? So he already know it's probably not gonna happen. So when it doesn't happen, right? He's already ahead of the game. So all of his fan base and all of the fans and YouTube and all of the social media gonna come out. Well, Teofimo Lopez, he sent the contract. He sent the contract over. He had been sent the contract. He was on live way back when talking about that he sent the contract. Oh, why Devin Haney didn't sign the contract? And we know how this thing goes. We know how it goes, right? And then the narrative is out there that Teofimo Lopez was pushing for the fight. He was doing everything on his part, but then Devin Haney and them didn't show up. So I knew what that was about. I knew what that was about. And then you're going to have all the stories in the media about Teofimo Lopez sending the contract, them trying to make the fight, but Devin Haney wasn't doing this. And you know how it goes. So what I'm saying is stop all the BS, right? Stop all the lies. If you're going to talk about it, tell the truth. Tell the truth. Because when I find out that you start lying and what you're saying doesn't add up, then I'm like, okay, who really don't want the fight? Right? Who really don't want the fight? Because if you really want the fight, you'll keep it real to the media and the public. How hard is it to keep it real? Well, it seems like how a lot of these fighters and everybody roll today, it's very hard for these cats to keep it real. But I mean, we see what it is. I knew what was coming. And as far as everything, just like Bill Haney said, how are you sending any contract, right? How do you have the power to send anything when your promoter, right, is Bob Arum? Bob Arum handles all of that. Teofimo Lopez and Teofimo Lopez Sr., they don't handle that. So how are you sending anything off? Without now, if Bob Arum comes on here or any of these shows or anywhere and say, look, we're going to go ahead and talk to Bill. We're going to talk to Eddie Hearn. And then, we're going to see if we can get a contract, written up and send the contract out. Then we can start believing it. But they can't send nothing. They can't do nothing without the okay from Bob Arum, right? If Bob Arum, if they come and say, look, we want to fight Devin Haney, we don't want to fight Kambosos, right? If Bob Arum say, well, you know what? Nah, that's not what I want for you. We will look at that later on. What you think they got to do? They got to do what Bob Arum tell them to do because they're under contract with Bob Arum. Bob Arum is not under contract with them. So let's just stop all the BS. And so that's pretty much my take on the situation, man.
Yeah, exactly, man. And go subscribe to my brother Keon, man. Everything Boxing and Sports, and go subscribe to my brother Renee Box Young, man. Yeah, Kurt. So what's your thoughts on everything you hearing, Kurt? In its totality, what's your thoughts? What you make of it?
The sad thing about boxing is it's become a soap opera, man. And like I said, we could have a golden era. Before we didn't have the fighters in the same division. The best thing boxing offered the fans was the World Boxing Super Series, when the champions fought each other to become undisputed. That's the best thing that boxing has done over a decade. We get good fights, but we need super fights and huge fights. Like I said, Ryan and Tank, it should be a round robin. It's no excuse why they shouldn't be fighting each other. It could be a murderer's row, and all the guys are talented. But Teo, starting with him, he is the number one because what he did, number one fighter at 135. But his energy is not the same. Before the Lomachenko fight, he was calling out Lomachenko, and he did. He beat him, But I'm not going to put you in the Hall of Fame or roll out the red carpet because you beat Lomachenko. There's other fighters that's a threat to your titles, and I want to see you defend those titles. And but it's become one big soap opera. We on the panels, we should be talking about how this guy going to win, but we talking about if the fight is going to be made, and they may fight each other. I'm frustrated. They may fight each other down the road, but I want in boxing you have to fight when the iron is hot. And like we said before, Charlo and Hurd and Joshua and Wilder, we missed out on those Joshua and Wilder. That's a super fight, and Hurd and Charlo was a big fight, and we missed out on those because they couldn't get it right and they lost. But I don't know, man. I'll be trying to be optimistic, and I get frustrated, man. And they should be fighting each other. They'll do a lot of jaw jacking and they'll post something, and you'll see a poster or something with them facing each other, and then something to come out. Yeah, Teal's fighting Kambosos, and Tank is fighting a voluntary fight, top 15 contender, and Ryan's fighting a faded Jorge Linares. That's more likely is the scenario in the near future for those lightweights.
Yeah, and then just and my thing is this, right? And smash that like button, people. Get them likes up. We should have at least 1.1 likes right now. Get them likes all the way up. So my thing is this, right? Is that I don't understand how, as a fan, Sammy Duban, salute 24 Sims, Johnny Q, Lowland Profits, Trap Lot, V Dub, salute to all my peoples. One Honor, salute. Dury Jones, salute. I don't understand how the fans can clearly see that Devin Haney wants to fight the best. He just literally negotiated a deal to fight Javier Fortuna in April, and Javier Fortuna manager and Javier Fortuna, what's the name, Sampson, they like, okay, do Goldston, salute. We'll wait for you to see if you can land a fight with Teofimo Lopez or Ryan Garcia, and if it don't happen, then we'll be here to fight you in April. So they negotiated literally a deal today and agreed that they'll fight in April if he can't land these other fights. And Javier Fortuna and his manager, Sampson, they like, well, we'll give y'all, go ahead and try to make those fights. We understand what those fights represent. But Teofimo Lopez, at this point in time, first of all, P. Machino, salute. Andrew Gray, salute. It just makes sense once you beat Lomachenko to fight Devin Haney. And when people say the mandatory position is going to uphold and strip them, no, they're not. Because, see, this was the same case. We had a similar situation when Terrence Crawford was going to fight Ndongo. And we all band together and petition to say, listen, we want undisputed for Terrence Crawford and Ndongo. And guess what? They backed off and they said, okay, we'll allow that. Because the fans overwhelmingly just kept bombarding them and letting them know this is what we want. And the fans just don't. This is the problem I have. Ring sense, salute. The problem that I have is the fans, you comfortable with your fighter in a position where he has a better percentage, a better chance of winning the fight. And so you won't argue that point. Because you know this is a 50-50 fight with him and Devin. Nothing to take away from George Kambosos Jr. because he's a good fighter. But Teofimo Lopez is going to be the overwhelming favorite in that fight. As he should be. Because this is what gets dismissed. Is that people try to pretend that we're trying to take away from their talent in the ring. Nobody's taking away from the talent in the ring. Bo Desi, late bloomer, salute. We just, as the fans, Jay Cooley, Skinny Hardaway, salute. As the fans and as media and as people close to have connections, we want the fans, respect the fans. Respect us as the fans for taking our hard-earned money and giving it to you. At least pretend to want to give me what we want. Like I said, I said this. I made this example. I said, imagine going to Red Lobster and they're giving you McDonald's, and you be happy with it and just sit there and eat your Big Mac and your cold fries. in your Coca-Cola and you ain't asked for it. And you sitting in the Red Lobster. And then somebody came in the chat and said, well, Teofimo Lopez ain't McDonald's. This is how this stuff just goes right over everybody's head. When we the fans, Leonard Ellaby could say, well, we going to give the fans what we want to give them, and we ain't going to make the fights the fans want to see. And then he says, I know it's not the fight the hardcore boxing fans want. If it's not the fight, if you're a casual fan, you should be following the blueprint of the hardcore boxing fan, because they know what's really real and what's an illusion. So if he says we're not going to make the fights the hardcore boxing fans want, well, then we know we're not talking about the level of competition in the ring. He's talking about just making as much money off of you, the fan, as possible. Not the fights that's meaningful, but the fight that he can. And don't get me wrong, they risk their life for our entertainment. They should get paid. They should get paid. But don't. If I go to Burger King, give me Burger King, man. I want to at least give me what I want once a year. You gonna give me what you want to give me every single outing? Hey, man, because I'm the promoter and this is the fighter. You don't worry about what the fans want, huh? Guess what? This is what the fans don't realize. This is what y'all don't realize when y'all come trying to defend instead of just dealing with facts over feelings. Y'all dealing with feelings and loyalty over facts. And that's where the problem lies. Instead of looking at it for what it is, not what it's supposed to be. Look at stuff, realize what it is for what it is, not what it's supposed to be, for what they telling you it is. Period. If you see Devin Haney trying to make the fight, whether you think he'll win or not, you see he's trying to fight the best. That's just the facts. I don't care if you say, well, he ain't knock out Gamboa. What that got to do with him trying to fight the best? He's considered one of the best and he wants to fight the best. And why are you telling me about the price of tea in China? When we talk about this man wanting to fight the best. He's trying to fight the best. He's trying to solidify undisputed. But y'all would rather just say Teofimo Lopez is undisputed opposed to him actually stepping in the ring and just leaving no doubt that he's undisputed. Why leave doubt? And why are we talking about him going up to fight Jose Ramirez, Josh Taylor winner, when we clearly know Bob Arum has all indications of the winner of that fight fighting Terrence Crawford at 147. They both of them have made this abundantly clear that that's the direction they're going in. They struggle to make junior welterweight. They both 5'10". They both bigger than Errol Spence. Getting themselves all the way down to 40. And they talking about fighting Terrence Crawford. So why we keep talking about him fighting the winner of that fight when we know they ain't even gonna hang around and they don't even have a date. We don't even have a date for that fight. So he's gonna go up, right, and automatically fight the winner. What are we talking about here? Instead of, as the fan, you should want to see 50-50. And if you a fan and he tells you, I'm sending this dude a contract, and then the other team is saying, we ain't getting no contract, you should feel a certain kind of way as the fan. Because he's misdirecting you. He clearly told you something that's not real. Or you should say, listen, bro, you send this dude a contract, let's find out something. Let's hear this. And then you turn around and we see Bill's on Boxing Voice saying, get Teofimo Lopez Sr. on the phone right now. And Teofimo Lopez Sr. tells them, I don't know how true it is, but according to what they were saying, is that he said, I can't talk right now. I'm in a meeting with Top Rank, negotiating with Kambosos. Well, the problem I have with that is that Kambosos fight, according to them, and I understand what they're saying, to make the fight in Australia makes sense to capture another fan base, a huge fan base, and they said with 60,000 fans. Yeah, well, that's not going to happen. Because Australia is shut down right now. And your Kambosos is training in Florida. Yeah, he is. But what's the point in having a fight here against Kambosos with no fans in attendance? What are you getting out of that? It ain't going to be on pay-per-view. So what are you getting out of it? Nothing. When you Teofimo Lopez, you could You could push for, listen, let me get a interim fight. Give Kambosos, hey, you could be the co-main event to me and Devin Haney and guarantee him the winner of the fight. It only makes sense. And then hopefully by that time things will clear up and we can fight in Australia in front of the 60,000 fans. But if you ain't gonna fight in front of the 60,000 fans, then what's the point? Outside of him being your mandatory. Because again, nobody knows who Kambosos is here in the States. Nobody knows. So it would suit them, everybody better, for him to wait, even if you're Kambosos. It suits you better to wait for the winner of Devin Haney, Teofimo Lopez, so you could possibly fight in front of your fans in Australia with 60,000 fans for undisputed, officially undisputed. That makes more sense. Why are you going to fight him here in a bubble with no fans and nobody know who he is? Well, you could fight Devin Haney here in Texas with 16,000 fans that'll pay for it and show up. Ain't nobody paying for Teofimo Lopez Kambosos in Texas. It ain't happening. At least you could fight Devin Haney with partial fans and they'll show up. And you don't have to worry about networks because they don't mind coming over to your network. So it just makes all the sense. But we ain't going to push for that, though. We're going to keep pushing other people on Devin Haney. Well, he need to go fight Lomachenko. Why he got to fight the loser? Where did that happen at? Where y'all okay with him pushing for him to fight the loser? Lomachenko now have 2 losses on his resume. 2. Not taking anything away from him. He's still a high-quality, high-profile fight. But he got 2 losses right now. So we're going to push Devin Haney, hey, man, he need to fight Lomachenko. As if we don't know he was already trying to fight Lomachenko before Teofimo Lopez fought him. And he was franchised not to fight Devin Haney. We're going to act like that didn't happen. As if Devin Haney wasn't pushing for this fight already. Now he needs to fight him. Now the fans want to say, man, you need to fight him. What are we doing? We're destroying the sport. Fans need, at some point in time, the fans got to wake up and look at the situation for what it is. You comfortable with your fighter fighting 70-30 fights in his favor, where you could be like, see, my guy won this fight. You're not worried about Devin Haney's a 50-50 fight and you don't know how that's going to turn out. You ain't comfortable with that fight. That's why you ain't pushing for it. And like my brother Money said, people come here and they, Blue don't like Teofimo Lopez. Man, the dude is from New York, man. I was one of the first people to interview him when he was first coming up. And I still got it. So nobody can tell me otherwise. In Madison Square Garden, when he was just watching fights. Facts. Facts. Dude is from New York. Why am I not going to support him? And like Money said, I done put my money on the line. His last fight and his fight with Richard Coleman. And Richard Coleman from New York too. I put money on both. On him. So how am I not supporting him? Because y'all dealing with feelings over facts. That's why. It's easy to say, hey, man, this Blue don't like this dude. Why? Because I'm telling you he should fight this guy? Oh, man, you just all for Devin Haney. Why? Because I'm telling you what I see? The talent I see in the ring? We talking about the talent in the ring. Man, it amazes me, man. Never cease to amaze me. But you could clearly see the same fan base. You have a different topic. Like I said, if this was Terrence Crawford, imagine Terrence Crawford coming out and saying, hey, I want to fight Danny Garcia instead of Errol Spence. This is what y'all telling me Devin Haney should do. So Devin Haney should come out and be like, well, I want to fight Lomachenko if I can't fight. I want to fight Lomachenko before I fight Teofimo Lopez. That's what y'all telling me Devin Haney should do. I mean, it's unbelievable. It truly is. C99 salute. It's unbelievable. Big boss salute. Like I don't get it. Only in boxing this can happen. Only in boxing. Like I said, I gave you the analogy, right? Imagine LeBron James and the Lakers beat the Clippers in the NBA Western Conference Finals, and then LeBron James and them say, "Well, Kevin Durant or Giannis Antetokounmpo, they win the Eastern. We ain't gonna play them in the finals until they beat the Clippers because we went through a harder road in the Clippers. Imagine that. It don't even. Where do they do that at? Only in the sport of boxing. Only in the sport of boxing. And then people just make up their own narrative. They came in and told me, oh, yeah, Blue said, you should fight. I said that Terrence Crawford need to fight Sean Porter before he fight Errol Spence. I never said that. Ever. I never said he got to beat Sean Porter to fight Errol Spence. I've never said that. I said if he's not going to fight Errol Spence, then Sean Porter should be his fight. I've never said he got to beat Sean Porter to fight Errol Spence. I never said that. What I said is he should take the 60-40 split because Errol Spence is doing the heavy lifting, period. So now I see Steve in the chat. He's saying when Money said, and Money said he close to Teofimo team. He said when Money said 10 million is too much for Teofimo, what has he done? He like, oh, but he the champ. He could call whatever number he wants. See what I'm talking about? But in the same breath, now you see how this works? Because these microphones, these cameras, today's time, this technology is the worst thing that happens to people. So now he's saying he could ask for whatever he wants. Now we have them on camera 2 separate occasions. When they approached Eddie Hearn, they said, give us 10 million, we fight Devin Haney. Did you see how surprised they was when Eddie Hearn said, I'll give you the 10 million? And what they said, oh, you can make that happen? He said, yeah, I can make that happen. Can you make it happen? Because you got a promoter over there. Right? And then at the same token, they was on another platform, and Bill says to Teofimo Lopez Sr., can I go to the zone right now and give you 4 million? Would you accept it? He said, if you get 4 million, I told my son we'll fight you for 4 million. Which one is it? You said you'll fight for 4 million? Or you want 10 million? I'm confused. Now you told me, oh, well, he can ask for whatever he wants. Which one is it? Who's moving the goalposts? I mean, at some point in time, we just got to be honest. At some point in time, you just got to be honest. And didn't Teofimo Lopez, y'all? Didn't Teofimo Lopez say, well, I gotta get at least 5 million now. These numbers keep changing. They just keep changing. 5 million, 10 million, 4 million. What is it? And guess what? They ain't gonna strip Teofimo if he don't fight Kambosos because we have the power as the fans to petition and push for these fights. Undisputed. Bingo. Just like we did with Terrence Crawford and Julius Indongo when we wanted to see Undisputed. We petition the IBF, we petition the IBF, we petition the IBF, and we petition them some more until they said, no problem. We'll allow the fight to happen. And guess what we got? Terrence Crawford versus Julius Indongo. And as facts, they responded to each and every one of us. So it ain't that hard for us to petition. They'll give them especially in today's time. John Blaze 06 salute. Especially today's time. With everything going on, they'll pardon them for one fight. And Kambosos, so they saying, well, Kambosos is here in Florida training. Well, what's the point in him fighting in the bubble in Vegas with no fans there? What is he going to get out of that? He said, according to Teofimo Lopez, out of his own mouth, his own words, he said the reason I want to fight Kambosos is because I could fight him in Australia with 60,000 fans there and pick up a whole new fan base and introduce myself to a whole new fan. And I understand that. But guess what? That ain't happening right now. And they shut down. So your number one objective should be Devin Haney. But go ahead, Kurt.
Well, that's an indication he keeps changing, the figures, 4 million, 5 million, 10 million. So, who's the one that's playing games here? Do he really want to fight Devin Haney, or does he want to be a guy who want to hold on to his titles and be a celebrity? I'm really, like I said, I'm surprised and shocked by his attitude. He's going to wind up fighting Kambosos in the United States because Australia is locked down. That more than likely that's going to be the next fight. And we might as well, forget who he's fighting next. It's going to be Kambosos. Then what I would really want to see what he's going to do after that. If he beats Kambosos, is he going to call out Devin Haney? But let me ask you guys something, and we can go around the panel. Do you think these fights is going to happen, Blue? Really? If so, maybe 2 years down the line, a year and a half. I don't see it happening now. I just don't. That's the frustrating thing about it. What do you think?
I think we'll get Ryan and Tank. This fight right here with Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez. Now they saying he got, and then you got ESPN pushing the narrative talking about he's a meaningless champ. Max Kellerman and Schregel, they sitting there talking about he got another meaningless champion in Devin Haney with another meaningless belt in the WBC. Like, they like, well, we know who the real champ. See, when you have mainstream media doing that and saying, well, we know who the real undisputed champ is. And see, this is another issue that I have. Why do you want to just verbally be the champion instead of actually physically being the champion? Why are you okay with just saying, if you're Teofimo Lopez Jr. and Sr. and anybody else involved, that regardless, there is some controversy whether you are undisputed or not, period. When Terrence Crawford beat Ndongo, there was zero controversy as to who was undisputed. None. Zero. When Clarissa Shields became undisputed, is there any controversy that she wasn't undisputed? None. There was none of this.
Well, ESPN trying to put Teo on a pedestal, and at the same time, they're trying their hardest to undermine Devin Haney. That's what they're doing. That's the narrative that they, setting out. And I used to be a Max Kellerman fan way back in the day, man. But man, that guy done changed so much. I wish I could talk to him, but Max Kellerman changed, man.
He sure did. Salute Jack Sanago. He said, how much weight does Petitioner IBF hold? It holds tons of weight. You know why? Because it shows the level that it shows your voice can be heard if you want it to. If you want your voice to be heard as a fan in the sport of boxing, this is the only sport that they could do this with, and this is the only sport that the fans can directly affect the outcome of fights, meaning that making the fights happen. They show you every single they show you every time out. But because you have fans coming to defend this and defend that with their feelings instead of facts, they're able to continue to do this on this path. When you look at what did Bob Arum say? I ain't putting on nothing because there ain't no fans in attendance. He's telling you we need you, the fans. He's telling you that. Without the fans, we can't do anything. Intelligent Savage, my brother 629 in Super Chat, he said, here we are, table set for a second gold age of boxing and these divisions. I miss the days of the 50-50 fights and the energy that came with it. Bring back Tagler type fights, table set for. Yeah, man, you get, man.
Facts.
Man, it's right there, man. It's right there. Producer TV, my brother in Super Chat said, how can Tio really be undisputed when Tank has real WBA and Haney has the real WBC top rank? Man, that's what I'm talking about, man. That's what I'm talking about, man. Just let's solidify it, man. Why would you want to leave the door open? Why? But go ahead, Money. Touch on what Kurt was saying.
Yeah, like I tell people all the time, man, that this is what the sport has come to. Right, Kurt? This is what it come to a business now. We're not in the golden age era. We got some fighters that want to do it, but you got other fighters that's I'm not gonna say they're afraid of it, but I'm gonna say because of their team and because of the path, because of the promoters showing them, you can get money like this in maybe not so much of a dangerous fight than the fighter that's dangerous. You know what I mean? They're gonna go that route because if your team's setting you up and they not failing you, right, and you following the blueprint that they saying they got for you, and it's working for you, right, and you making the money, you becoming the star, you're doing those type of things, you're not going to go against your team. You know what I'm saying? You're not. And this is what it comes down to. And this is the social media era, like you said, Kurt. It's a gift and a curse at the same time. Because now, if you got the most followings, you know what I mean, they think that translates to dollars, but it don't really translate to dollars. You don't know that until you go on pay-per-view and see if they press that red button or not. You know what I mean? But nowadays, because I tell people, the flashy stuff, that's what make people attract to these dudes, man. You know, you can have Shakur Stevenson, mellow, down to earth. He started getting a little flash now, but you don't see his fan base growing like Javante Davis. You know, Ryan Garcia, he have a Mexican fan base, so of course he's going to grow, right? Teofimo, he coming out, got the Latino fan base, and as we see, right, in this day and age, right now, we gonna keep it real. We see how it gets split up, right? So when a black fighter do something great, and we praise a black fighter and say, oh, he deserves his just due, it becomes something different. But when it's another nationality, even a Latino or Hispanic, however you want to call it, when it comes to them, it becomes so superb and it's just so amazing. It's like okay, we supposed to do it, right? We supposed to do it. Oh, that's y'all. But when they do it, it get glorified to the maximum to their ability. You know what I'm saying? And it's just being real. So we get shut out like a Devin Haney. He gets shut out of the big fights because they gonna say, everybody, look at the business, look at this, look at that. He gonna get shut out, right? And they go look at them and they go glorify them. Oh, they just so this and that. And like you say, Kirk, you're not putting nobody in the Hall of Fame for doing something, you know, that was nice, but it ain't the astronomical, you know what I'm saying? So now with the social media era, they can talk and talk and talk. They can reach masses of people. They can have people looking at them like they speaking the truth, because you know nowadays it ain't nothing but a bunch of sheep. Nowadays, nobody think for themselves now. They need people to tell them how to think, need people to tell them how to talk, and need people to tell them what it is, right? You can have the facts right in your face. We just told these people, Bill Haney is sitting right by the fax machine waiting for a contract. He never received the contract. He talked to Eddie Hearn. No contract came through, right? And they still sit up here and quit. Well, we need to talk to the other side to make sure that's true. We need to make sure this, but we sitting up here telling you what this man just said. This man sitting right here, right? Why do we have a reason to lie? So that just shows you the era that we're in now. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to your favorite fighter, right? Everybody wants their favorite fighter to be right. Whether they want to discredit or say they not discrediting, oh, I'm giving credit, but y'all not giving credit. No, no, no. Keep the same energy. Keep the same energy, bro. You feel me? So with Tio now, man, you in a position and you talking a good game, right? You talking a good game. You in position, like I say, to make it a golden era state right now, right? 135 can put the boxing world on notice. They can put the boxing world on notice. Look, we the young guys. We the ones that people say at this age, oh, we don't know if they're ready or not. But we facing each other. And we're not just facing each other, Kurt, Blue, and Keon. We facing each other for undisputed, for all the titles, all the marbles. It gets no bigger than that in boxing. It gets no bigger than one name, one face, one champion, like Deontay Wilder always say. It gets no bigger than that. So if you're telling me y'all supposed to be setting the ways, we supposed to be following y'all ways, but we out here setting the ways. That's the young bulls. What that say about y'all? You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna get glorified. It's gonna be magnified, no matter what nobody say. If T.O. wants to fight, if T.O. wants to fight Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia wants to fight Tank, and then they talking about fighting each other afterwards, man, what's arguably hotter than that through these divisions without nobody fighting each other, including the 147-pound division? What's hotter than that, bro? Knowing the skill level that these kids possesses, what's hotter than that, right? So now, if you want to say, oh, I want to go out here, I'm going to send 2 contracts, why send 2 when you only need to send 1? See what I'm saying? Why send 2 when you only need to send 1? Because you know these guys want to fight you. You know the rules. But like we all say, Bob Earn runs that business. Nothing happens without Bob Earn, right? So we don't even see Bob Earn in the equation. Or if you're not saying, well, Bob did this, or you're not putting Bob's name in nothing, it's hard to believe you. It's hard to believe you. Like Bill said, I call Eddie Hearn because we joint promotion with Eddie Hearn. So Bill put it, I call Eddie Hearn. But with T.O., you heard nothing about Bob. You know what I'm saying? So how can you send a contract and we heard nothing about Bob, right? So nowadays, man, we looking at these fighters. A lot of people like to say, oh, man, we need a blackball and we need to do this. No, we don't need a blackball. We don't need to do that because sometimes fights fall through. And because they fall through don't mean we can't get it the next time. So I'm not blackballing no fighter. I'm not gonna sit up here and say don't watch this fighter, don't watch that fighter, because I like Teofimo Lopez. I like him in the ring. I like to see him in the ring. He's very entertaining. He talk his talk to the point where if they really being real with themselves, you don't need Bob Arm. I'm not telling you to lead a man how to do your business, but if you're really paying attention, right? If you're really paying attention and you're looking at the PBC side and you're saying, okay, well, I like money, I want money, I want to keep all my money, then go on over there to the PBC side. Because you promoting yourself. We know Bob not promoting you, right? Bob didn't pick you to beat Lomachenko, right? He didn't put all the eggs in the basket on you. You just came out and said what you said about him when the contracts weren't right. But y'all still feel to be loyal to Bob Earn. Y'all still feel to be, and I'm not saying don't be, because somebody changed your life for the better, okay. But at the same time, it's a business. Just like he made you money, you making him money. But when we come back to the legacy of the sport, right, and you putting out there out your mouth what you like I say, everybody gonna be held accountable for their words. And you putting out of your mouth that you send the contracts and that you sending 2 contracts when you only need to send 1, because you said a good thing, Blue, about going across seas and things like that. I say that. So would you rather go across seas and fight somebody, risk getting robbed? Who knows what's going to happen over there? You don't know what's going to happen over there. You know, anything can happen in boxing. Look at Jeff Horn and Manny Pacquiao. Of course you're the favorite. Of course you feel like you go knock him out. But what happens if you don't and something go janky? So why not fight her in your own hometown, right? Where you're going to be the A side, right? It's your hometown. Your fight fans get to come to the fight, or like Blue said, we can get some fans in the building. It's gonna be your family in the building where you can relax. You don't have to worry about getting food poisoning. You don't have to worry about jet lag. You don't have to worry about none of these things. You at home, right? So you got Devin Haney right here that you said that you can walk right through. Because that's my thing. Every time y'all say y'all can walk right through fighters, this, that, and all that. Okay, well, why not prove it? Why not show it? Why not prove it and why not show it when you know it's the best versus the best? And like I said, I get T.O. all the credit in the world for his last 3 opponents. That's impressive to me. It's impressive. But we all know you get to relax and chill, and now it's what you go do next. That's the boxing game. This ain't no, you get a pat on the back, you get the walk away. No, it's what you go do next. Because when the real competition is out there and they running up on you and they're ready for you, you got to answer the call. And when you acting like you're answering the call and you telling people that I sent out contracts and this has been accepted and this has did this and it's false, then how you think people gonna review you, bro? How you think people gonna review you? Now your fan base might run with it and say this, that, and the third, but the real, like I say, is always gonna be exposed, man. If you false flagging out here, it's going to be exposed. There's no getting away from it. There's no getting away from it. But we do have a chance to get something special at the 135-pound division. We got a chance to get something special at 140, 160, 168. It's a lot that can bring boxing right back to the front, bro. Only if they play ball. Only if they play ball. Like I said this about Earl Spencer Terrence Crawford, Blue, which they say I'm a hater. But I say, okay, Drew Mack want to say, oh, man, the 60-40 ain't this, it ain't that. Well, okay, well, call Earl Spencer's bluff, Crawford. Call his bluff. Say I accept the 40%. If y'all want to say Earl Spence doing all the ducking, tell him to accept the 40%, and then guess what? All the eyes turn on Earl Spence. And it's like, okay, Earl, now what you gonna do now? You take the heat off you, Terrence Crawford. You know? So with Teofimo Lopez, send a contract. If you're saying you go send a contract, and then let's see what Devin Haney them do. You take the heat off of you, and then you put the pressure on them if you're serious about the situation. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, Blue, everything will be prevailed. Kurt and Keon, we will see who's telling the truth and who's not telling the truth, right? And like I say, man, you will be held accountable for your words when it's all said and done. Go ahead, kid. You can cook.
I think Blue on mute. I don't know if Blue was trying to say something.
Blue talking to somebody else.
Oh, okay.
Somebody else.
Yeah, as far as the situation, man, as far as the Devin Haney and Teofimo Lopez fight, I mean, you want to be optimistic. I don't see the fight being made no time soon. Just for the fact is that I go off the energy of the camps, right? And Bob Arum. It ain't no doubt about it that Devin Haney and Bill Haney, you know, they want the fight made, right? So on their end, they want all the smoke. As far as Teofimo Lopez, I mean, I'm not gonna say that he ducking the fight. I'm not gonna say that he doesn't want the fight, but I know his dad don't want that fight for him. because I'm gonna go off of his first reaction. What was the first thing that his dad said after the Lomachenko fight? Right, he didn't want to fight Devin Haney. They was trying to, they was trying to act like Devin Haney wasn't nothing. Why would we go fight a Devin Haney? He not the real champion. We the real champion and everything, pay us $10 million if you want us to fight Devin Haney. All of that. All that let me know that his dad didn't want to have nothing to do with Devin Haney. Even up until recently, they was talking about, how Devin Haney wasn't relevant and all of that. So I don't think the fight is going to be made. All of a sudden now they trying to pump fake, acting like they want to fight Devin Haney. That's the fight that's going to be made next, and this and that. I don't believe it, man. I know Bill Haney today on the show, when he was talking to us, Money, he was saying that, he wants to stay optimistic about the fight happening. And yeah, 100% I feel him. But, my take is, I don't know, man. It's hard for me to see that this fight is happening with the things that Bob Arum was saying. And, how just like the networks, how they trying to downplay Devin Haney. Just how the networks trying to downplay Devin Haney, So it might happen, but it's just, I don't know, man. I just don't see it. I don't get excited about none of these fights nowadays until I see a fight date and it's signed, sealed, and delivered. Other than that, man, I'm just like, whatever, But they all need to fight. They all need to fight because they all young. They all came up in the amateurs. All of them, besides, they all came up in the amateurs with each other. They all need to fight each other. And this is what the fans want. And as far as what Leonard Ellaby said, right? It's not no surprise. Me and Money was actually arguing about this. We had a full-blown debate about this type of stuff on Friday, right? Because my take is, that, we got a plan for Tank and we this and that. I said that Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather, they don't care about making the big fights. They don't care about making the best fights, the most competitive fights, right? Their whole thing is F what the fans want. We're about how much money can we get, right? So if we could get $10 million with Tank Davis fighting the Rudy Poop, that's perfectly fine with us, and we'd rather that happen. We'd rather that, right? Because he can keep his own easily, and that's part of the plan we got in the blueprint that we got. And one thing I had said is I said that, Tank Davis, I know the background that he come from. He come from the mud. I don't think that Tank Davis, he came into boxing with that type of mentality, right? Because if Tank Davis came into boxing with that type of mentality, he would have never made it as far as he's got now. I said, but some of the things that I see Tank doing now, the way that he moved, I think that he's adapted some of the ways, that Leonard Ellaby and Floyd Mayweather. I think he's adapted, some of that. Some of that stuff is rubbed off on him, from them, kind of grooming him, preaching to him, and from him being around them, But I just don't feel that, man. I'm not feeling that. So I say this.
Hold on 1 second, Key. Let me get these super chats real quick.
Okay.
Salute to my brother Bo One in the super chat. He says, "Speak your speech, bro." Hashtag LDBC. We got Intelligent Savage 629 in the super chat once again. He said there are nice trilogies out there awaiting these cats. Plenty of paydays to be had here. You best believe Sugar Ray wanted Duran two second time around. Oh, that's a fact, man. It's a fact. It's like Keon is saying right now, like Alma Hootie Harris, peace of blessings, Queen. Like Keon is saying, he is like Tank is adapting their ways. You can hear from his conversation. He's starting to talk like them. You know what I'm saying? His verbiage is like, it's rebuttaling what they say. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Tank don't mind fighting none of them. It's just people could start to, impose their way of lifestyle, their way, on you. You know what I mean? Before you know, it's just like a marriage. You know what I'm saying? In a marriage, before you know, you speaking like that person and vice versa. You know what I mean? And it sounds to think, yeah, who was the main one saying this, right? And then we're gonna get back, let Keon finish cooking. But who was the main one saying this? Floyd used to say this all the time when he was in the whole buildup to him and Manny Pacquiao. Oh, what you think about Pacquiao fight? What you think? Oh, he did what he was supposed to do. He did what he was supposed to. That's Floyd Mayweather. Now you hear all these boxers repeating the same situation. Hey, did you watch Ryan Garcia and Luke Campbell? Yeah, he did what he was supposed to do. Like, what you understand? It's like it's like robotic. You know what I'm saying? It's like they just because they grew up as fans of Floyd Mayweather, and they picking up. Unlike us, we outdate Floyd Mayweather. And when I say we outdate Floyd Mayweather, as fans of the sport of boxing, we outdate him. So we don't pick on his verbiage. You know what I'm saying? These dudes growing up idolizing Floyd Mayweather. So they picking up, you know what I'm saying? They in the sport with him and they repeating it. And we look at, look when Tank Davis come out. He wearing the same exact uniforms that Floyd Mayweather was wearing. His outfits, his you know what I'm saying? That outfit he wore with Leo Santa Cruz, exactly the same outfit Floyd Mayweather wore against Oscar De La Hoya. Then you look at his previous fights. He had on the exact same outfit Floyd Mayweather used against Ricky Hatton. And then another fight, he had the same exact outfit Floyd Mayweather wore against Juan Manuel Marquez. You know what I'm saying? And it's one thing for Floyd to be your mentor is one thing, but yeah, at some point in time, you got to shake loose from that. You're 26. You know what I'm saying? And you got to start understanding and realizing that you created your own fan base. People love Gervonta Tank Davis not because of Floyd Mayweather. They love Gervonta Tank Davis because of Gervonta Tank Davis. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Key. Right. My fault.
Oh, no, you good. No, nothing but facts. So, it's like he's adapting that same mentality that they're always, because they always pushing it to him, so he's adapted that, and we can see that. And a lot of these fighters, it's not just Tank, it's not just Tank, but a lot of these fighters are adapting that mentality, right? Oh, well, we saw Money Mayweather do this and that, but did you see what Pretty Boy did, right? But these cats is young. They didn't see what Pretty Boy did. They heard about it. You know what I'm saying? They might have heard about it or maybe watched a clip or two or Pretty Boy, but they wasn't either alive or they wasn't old enough to really see what was going on, to see what he had to do, right? But they was old enough to understand what was going on with Money Mayweather. And that's the problem. That's the problem. All of these guys need to fight, right? All of these guys should be calling each other out. All of these guys should be calling each other out. Not, oh, well, who has he fought and who has he fought? Well, y'all came up in the amateurs together, right? He fought the same dudes you did. Matter of fact, y'all fought each other probably, right? Y'all came up in the same amateur program, all of that. So why wouldn't y'all be fighting in the pros? Right? Why wouldn't you be fighting in the pros? That's just, you should have that competitive nature as a fighter, period. As any athlete in any type of sport that you do, you should have, if you think you're the best or if you're saying that you're the best, you should have a competitive nature that automatically, where you should automatically be wanting to fight that, that next person. Especially if y'all all the same age, it don't make no sense to me, And a lot of these dudes like to use certain excuses and go-to words when they don't want to fight the other man, And I just don't understand it, man. But I think the boxing fans and the boxing media, have a lot. We are we should take some of the blame for how these fighters think nowadays, because see, the thing is fighters don't have that old school throwback mentality, because back in the day, you know what I'm saying, Sugar Ray Leonard, he could take an L. Tommy Hearns could take an L. Holyfield could lose to both and still be, recognizes that dude. Mike Tyson could lose and still be, so all of them dudes, they could take L's back then. And it was like, okay, well, they fighting the best. We expected them to take a L if you continue to fight the best. But now, the fans, if a fighter take a L, we knew he was Can you hear me? Can y'all hear me? Because I had a call.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah.
We
So nowadays, if fighter take a L, we knew that he was a hype job, or he need to retire, or he need to. It's just all type of BS that a fighter have to deal with, and I think that's a lot of the reasons why these fighters don't want to fight the best, because they not necessarily afraid to get in there, right, and have physical combat with the next opponent, but they're afraid of the consequences that comes with the loss, right? And that's just the way that the sport of boxing is, and it's wrong. These dudes over there at UFC, they can have 20 losses, but then you turn your TV on one Saturday, and they in the main event, on pay-per-view with a sellout crowd. But nobody talking about how many losses that captain in the UFC have. It's about what he's done recently, right? Boxing needs to get back to that, right? Because I think that if boxing had that type of mentality, and boxing fans, right, reacted the way to a fighter in the boxing taking a loss, the same way that they do as a UFC fighter or something like that taking a loss, I think we would see, these top fighters more willing to put that O on the line, to put their record on the line against the best. So that's just my take on the whole situation, Blue.
Yeah.
Hey, let me say this, Blue, Kurt. Hey, they didn't time out my brother, Steven Rodriguez. He good people, man. Y'all don't time him out. Blue don't mind him having his own opinion. He ain't getting for nothing, man. Don't time him out, man. Let him speak.
Yeah, I can't see on this format. Don't time out the brother for having a difference of opinion, man. Come on, man. What are we doing here? Like, I can't see on this format, man. I'm gonna have to pick my brother Keon brain, because I can't see wrenches or nothing. Everything look the same to me right now.
Right.
I can't see people being timed out and nothing. I don't see nothing. So,
Yeah.
But go ahead, Kurt.
Yeah, I just want to say this. You know why the old time fighters was respected and revered by the boxing world and the non-boxing world? When Joe Louis lost to Max Schmeling in 36, right? And he became champion when he knocked out James Braddock in 37, and he won the heavyweight championship belt. You know what he said when he was getting interviewed? He says, even though this for the championship, I don't feel like I'm the champion unless I avenge my lone defeat. That next year, he went out and knocked Max Schmeling out, and he legitimized himself being heavyweight champion. That's just the attitude that Joe Louis had. I'm not champion unless I fight the guy who beat me. Sugar Ray Leonard was respected because when he had that name Sugar Ray, a lot of people forget that name was Sugar Ray Robinson. That name is royalty in boxing. People wanted to see, was he worthy of that name, and he was respected because he had 3 super fights in a year and a half. He lost to Duran in June of 1980. It didn't take him 3 or 4 years to fight Duran. They fought 5 months later in November, and Leonard avenged his defeat to Duran. Then, you know what he does? He takes on the feared Tommy Hitman Hearns, who was knocking out everybody. They fought in 81. So when you look at Leonard, he had a very short career, because he had the retirements. But what he did when he was fighting, he had super fights. He had 3 super fights in a year and a half. And that's all I'm saying. That's the era where I came from. I'm used to seeing that, and that's what I want to see now, because I was like, man, these guys don't fight like the old fighters, but you have very talented fighters today. And that's not the problem. The problem is making good fights on a consistent basis. I mean, you have good fights that's coming up that's in the lighter weight divisions, like Louis Neary versus Brandon Figueroa. That's a really, really good fight. But unfortunately, that's a fight fans fight, and it's not going to garner a lot of attention. There's another fight, Estrada versus Chocolatito. Damn good fight. Rematch. That's going to be a barn burner, but once again, it's not going to garner that much attention. What we need the Tanks and the Ryans, because Ryan is the James Dean of the boxing world, and Tank, is Tank, a knockout puncher, and we need the Teofimo, who's very entertaining, versus Devin Haney and Spencer Crawford. Those are the type of fights that keeps boxing afloat.
Yeah, I agree, man. And another thing is the issue I have with this entire situation is don't lead us on. Don't lead us on. You know what I'm saying? Don't tell us, hey, no. We first talked about it. You knew, because see, immediately after the fight with Lomachenko, what's the first thing he said? And smash that like button, my peoples. Smash that like button. How many likes we got? Smash the like button. Immediately after the Lomachenko, great drink, salute. After the Lomachenko fight, what did Teofimo Lopez say? I'm not going to be Money Mayweather. These dudes need to learn. Fat Cat Shadow Boxer, salute. These dudes need to learn that you got to be Pretty Boy Floyd before you Money Mayweather. You got to get to that point. At least I understand that. So if I got to fight Devin Haney, the email champ, then I'll fight him next. I don't got no problem with fighting him. What happened from that point till now? It turned into, well, now we got to, I got to get 5 million, 10 million. Like, what happened? Like, what happened? What is going on? And don't get me wrong. If you could get 10 million, get it. But my thing is this. If you ain't going to get 10 million to fight Devin Haney, and you ain't going to get 10 million to fight Kambosos, but you're trying to downplay Devin Haney and his accomplishments, that's the problem I got. If you're telling the world Devin Haney is an easy out, if you're telling the world he ain't a real champion, then what's the difference between Devin Haney and Kambosos? Why you need so much money to fight Devin Haney opposed to fighting Kambosos then? If Devin Haney, he represent the same thing Kambosos represent then. So why you need 10 million for him? But you're telling us he's an easy fight. He's an easy out. He can't fight. You told us that he struggled with Yuriokis Gamboa. You're telling us that he ain't a real champion. So all of those things equal Kambosos, right?
Absolutely. Hold 1 second, Blue. I got something for the chat and panel. You too. What do all these fighters have in common? And Hector Camacho, Riddick Bowe, Mike Tyson, Zab Judah, and Teofimo Lopez.
Brooklyn.
Thing. It's mighty funny when all these fighters get the title, their whole energy change. You notice that?
Yep.
They hungry. Look how Bo looked when he beat Holyfield. How Tyson when he was going after people and mowing people down in the heavyweight division. And Zab Judah, how hungry he was. One of his best fights when he beat Mickey Ward and Teron Millette and Teofimo Lopez and Hector Camacho. How hungry and great we thought they was going to be, and when they got the title, their whole energy changed. It's just funny to me. I was just thinking about that. They all from New York, and when they got the title, because they got that star celebrity thing in them, where they not as dedicated. I ain't saying Teo because it's too early to tell, but he's changed, man. I know it.
Yeah.
Kurt, can I ask you a question real fast, Kurt? Who did you have winning out of Sugar Ray Leonard and Marvin Hagler?
I had Leonard winning 115, 113. I thought Hagler blew the fight the first 4 rounds. I had Leonard winning the first, but I knew it was going to be like that because I told people that if Leonard is standing at the end of the 12th round, because Hagler was not only fighting Sugar Ray Leonard, the fighter, he was fighting his personality. Plus, Leonard was the sentimental favorite.
Thank you. I had it the same way, Blue and Kurt, Renee and Keon. I was just arguing with these people. They talking about it was a robbery. I say, man, y'all don't know what y'all looking at, man. Y'all gonna call that fight a robbery? Okay, if you would have said you thought Marvin Hagler won, I would have said okay. But to say it's a robbery, man, and they try to make like Leonard was the favorite coming. I mean, he was the darling coming up and things of that nature. I'm like, man, do you understand how old Leonard was, man? But he went in there and I had it the same way, Kurt. But I just had to get that about you just to.
But that go back. But money, that goes back to what we talking about right now.
Right.
You know where they get that from? Because Hagler said it.
Yeah.
And it was the narrative.
Yeah.
If Canelo, that judge had Canelo a draw or whatever against Floyd. If Canelo after the fight would have said, "Man, they took this fight from me," that would have been the narrative.
That would have been a narrative.
That would have been the narrative. So people don't, and then you can't watch it, without and take your feelings off after that. If you're a Hagler fan, you're gonna watch it. Right, you're gonna watch it now with the eye already. You already programmed to say he been cheated. So it's just the narrative. It's just like people just come in here and salute to my brother Renee Bosh Young. What's good with you, Renee?
What's going on, man? Thank you so much for them. I just saw the link. So sorry, man. I was kind of busy. I had to run an errand. Jumped in kind of late. So sorry about that. Salute, panel. Love you guys, man.
It's all good. Salute to you, bro.
Salute,
subscribe to my brother Renee.
Hello, Renee.
What's up, Renee?
What's going on?
Yeah, T.O. victory was huge, man. And immediately everything changed, man. It just changed overnight. Now it turned into, man, I need 10 minutes. Like, man, this is ruining and I said this to I don't know if y'all remember this. It was a big thing when Keith Thurman got mad at me when he was going to fight. I don't know if y'all remember this, but when he was going to fight who was it? He just fought who was that he fought before Pacquiao? Forgot his name. But remember I did the interview with Keith Thurman and I said to Keith Thurman, I said Josito Lopez, right? And I said to Keith Thurman at the media workout, and I said to Keith Thurman, I said, do you feel like Floyd Mayweather hurt the sport of boxing? And he got mad. I know, Kurt, I remember you. I know you remember this. Yeah, he got mad at me, right? On camera, and everybody was hyped because he's like, oh, now Blue, how could you say that such a thing? How long you been around the sport? You watched the sport for how long? Why would you say that? Have you ever this and this? And how could he be mad and ruin the sport? And he tried to get millions upon millions of dollars, so on and so forth. And I said to Keith Thurman, it's funny you say that. And see, because I was calm and everybody in media, they just wanted to make it a thing. Like, oh, he was going at Blue, right? So I said to him, well, Keith, it's funny you say that because your slogan is I got an O and I ain't afraid to let it go. And that was aimed at and created at Floyd Mayweather when you became his mandatory. How soon we forget. And so he said, yeah, but a dude can't ruin the sport when he shows how to get millions upon millions of dollars. Cool. But look where it turned into today. Because now everybody is talking big money. Everybody. Now 10 million. Right? Oh, let me get 10 million. Let me get 5 million. Like, and again, I don't have a problem with them getting the money that they want to get. If you could get it. But how could you be Teofimo Lopez saying that, well, I'm going to make the fight with Devin Haney, but he better not price himself out, when the first person pricing himself out was you? Isn't that amazing? As if it's almost as they forget that this is why they don't like to do interviews with certain people. Because see, that it's cool to do interviews and go on certain platforms where they're not going to pull your card. They're going to roll with your narrative. They ain't going to question nothing. That's easy. That's why they don't mind doing that. But when you go in there and you ask them, hey, bro, you said you need 10 million. You said you need 5 million. You said this. Be that bitch. Peace and blessings, queen. You said this. Mad Kappa, salute. You said this. I'm only repeating what you said. So I'm asking you why you say it. Crowd 74-35, salute. Eye of the Tiger, salute. Why you say it if you didn't mean it? You said, give me 10 million. It's just like Joshua. Right? When Joshua opened his mouth and said, give me 50 million, I'll make the fight happen. What did Eddie Hearn say? That was the worst thing he could ever did. Because there's a microphone and a camera there. And with social media today's time. That's why. And so now we have Teofimo Lopez in a situation where he said, give me 10 million. On camera, he goes to Eddie Hearn. And y'all can see, I know all y'all on the panel, I know all y'all saw the body language of Teofimo Lopez Sr. and Teofimo Lopez Jr. when Eddie Hearn turned around and said, oh, I can give you 10 million. I can find that money. Can you get it? Did y'all see the body language they had? They were shocked. They were shocked. They was like, you can? You can do that? And he said, yeah, I can do that. And we know he could do that because he gave Mikey Garcia $7 million to fight Jesse Vargas. And my sources told me that Jesse Vargas got 2.5. That's more than Teofimo Lopez got for Lomachenko fight. 2.5. And so we know they got for one fight for Mikey Garcia. So we know they'll find 10 million for that level of a fight. The problem is now you're gonna have to come to the zone. That's the problem. Because if we coming up with that type of money for the fight, then now you're gonna have to come over here. So that quickly went away. But then we got Teofimo Lopez Sr. on MCTV, salute. Right? We got Teofimo Lopez Sr. on another platform saying, I will take 4 million. And I told my son we'll make the fight happen for 4 million. What's the holdup? Because we know you ain't getting $4-5 million to fight Kambosos. We know that. You ain't getting 4-5. Bob ain't coming up out no $4-5 million for Teofimo Lopez to fight Kambosos. Can we all on this platform agree with that?
Absolutely.
120%.
Yep.
He ain't getting that money. So why not fight Devin Haney and solidify yourself as undisputed and get that money? Because he's an easy out, right? He's a paper champion. He hasn't beaten nobody. He had a bad outing against Gamboa. Easy fight. Solidify yourself as undisputed. Nobody else can. You beat Devin Haney. Who could question you? Who could say, hey, man, you undisputed at that point? Seriously. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There's no questions. There's no, you dotted all your T's and you crossed all your, crossed all your T's and dotted all your I's. You slammed the door shut. We lost my brother Keon. You slammed the door shut. You understand what I'm saying? The door is closed now. But go ahead, Renee. What you got on this, Renee?
I just saw Stormy B jump in. Salute Stormy OG, and once again, salute to everybody, man. Thank you guys so much. And I just want to give my little tidbit on this. You know what you were talking about a moment ago about, Floyd Mayweather. And, it seems like it all boils down to that. I mean, a lot of fighters and also promoters, they're trying to take that Floyd Mayweather, I guess we can call it, and Manny Pacquiao blueprint where they just milk it year after year, talking back and forth, going back and forth, milking it. Promoters not,
Hold on, Renee, hold on 1 second.
Yeah, go ahead.
The people in the chat, stop saying ISO reaction. I see you on the chat saying he accepted 4 million. He did this. That is old. Please stop reading headlines and actually listen to the videos. It's old. So stop saying he accepted this and he accepted that. It's old. Please. Go ahead, Renee. Pardon me.
No problem, man. No problem. I have a quick question, as a matter of fact, to kind of introduce what I wanted to say. I just want to ask real quick, Curtis. Curtis, because he's excellent. You're excellent, Curtis, in your memory, man. If maybe you remember, Muhammad Ali, approximately Sugar Ray Robinson, Mike Tyson. How many losses did they have approximately, Kurt? Do you remember?
Robinson had 19. Leonard had 3. And Ali had 5.
5 losses, 19. Mike Tyson has several. Julio Cesar
Oh,
Chavez Sr. also has several. The point, why do I say this? Because, and these names, and there are also, the list goes on and on. These names are remembered generation after generation, uh, because they fought, they fought the best out there. You know what I'm saying? There were a lot more best fighting the best, and back when, Don King was promoter. I remember talking about it with Storm B Man, and with Curtis and the series that we had. He say what we want to say about him. Yes, he, has that shady trajectory, whatever. But he put on amazing events, amazing cards where best would fight the best constantly, and nowadays we don't see it too much because it seems like they're just milking and milking and milking. Promoters want to hype up things. I just made a video recently. And I put Flava Flav on the cover of my thumbnail, and it's called that video. Don't believe the hype, man. Don't believe the hype, because right now, what did Oscar De La Hoya come out and say? What did he come out and say? Oh yeah, Ryan Garcia walked through Tank. And what did Ryan Garcia recently say? I'll knock out, Tank Davis in round 2. All due respect, I understand that, but and then you got Ryan Garcia coming out there, with salute to Mike Tyson, hot boxing, right? Coming out there, going on Instagram, Ryan Garcia and Tank Davis, them going back and forth. Just sometimes it's just too much going back and forth on social media. These promoters, adding to that. And we're not seeing the fights, though. I mean, what we want to see is the best fighting the best, fighters signing contracts more consistently in a more consistent basis. If fighters do that, the money's going to follow. You know what I'm saying? And so like what you're saying right now, Blue, as far as this whole thing with Teofimo and stuff, what confusion with the undisputed talk, right? Mauricio Suleiman himself said, no, Teofimo he's not undisputed. Then he turns around and says, no, he's undisputed. And then he turns around and says, I'm not going to debate with anybody who wants to question the undisputed status. It's like, what the heck is going on? And what I like about Eddie Hearn, even though I don't agree with several things that he says, even though I don't agree with several things that Eddie Hearn says, I definitely do agree with Eddie Hearn when he says, he's backing up Haney, and it's true. Haney has a WBC championship belt, and I don't know why they're ignoring this guy. But rightfully so, Teofimo has to fight Haney. I made a video some time ago recently that Haney wants all the smoke, man, and it's right, and it's only just that he fight the champions. Teofimo, he's been calling them out. So and Teofimo coming out and saying this, and I don't really know the details. It sounds like he really didn't send the contract. Is that right, Blue?
Yeah, he according to Bill Haney, he didn't send anything.
And that's the thing. We're seeing just too much of it, and it really is jeopardizing the sport. We're just seeing too much back and forth. How long has another fight? I mean, there are so many examples. Another potential fight. How long has Billy Joe Saunders and Demetrius Andrade been going back and forth? They've been going back and forth for a long time. As a matter of fact, recently Demetrius Andrade, he posted something on Twitter saying about, talking about Billy Joe Saunders. Hey, sign the contract already. Come on, let's fight. And I posted there, like Blue Blood does in capital letters. I put, just make the fight already. You guys have been going back for so long, back and forth. My gosh, what's going on? And you get to a point, we get to a point as fight fans, boxing fans, community, we get to a certain point where it's like enough is enough. You know what I'm saying? I understand. I'm enjoying the sport right now. We've been seeing amazing fights in the last quarter of 2021. I'm sorry, 2020. Great fights, great matchups, nothing against that. It's just that we want to see more on a consistent basis. How many big potential mega fights are there right now? There are a handful. Another one is Anthony Joshua, Tyson Fury, going back and forth. Oh yeah, they're looking for a venue. I mean, just stop so much talk and get the fights going, man. And just imagine how much more the sport would blow and explode. It would explode in a big fashion. I mean, we're just hearing too much, going back and forth, milking and milking and milking, and we're not seeing these guys actually fight, and that's the thing. That's the perception of what Blue Blood was talking about a moment ago, that, it seems like a lot of fighters, man, when they get to a certain, climax in their careers, they start getting belts. Sometimes it seems like they get a little bit too complacent and they're scared, or I don't know what you want to call it, what people call it, but they just don't want to lose that. Oh, and like I said, I reiterate, legends, Hall of Famers. How many losses they have? They have several losses because they fought the best. Manny Pacquiao, Juan Manuel Marquez. How many times did they fight each other? 4 times approximately. I mean, these guys fought and fought, rematched and rematched, and wanted to prove legacy, wanted to prove who really is the best. It seems like we don't see too much of that anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Because it lacks the competition in the fight. That's what happens. Like the Marquez and Pacquiao fight, it was competition, right? Because you had the best and the best, right? But this is what they don't want. They want to solidify themselves and just get pretty much guarantee themselves wins. And man, you know why? Again, it's social media. Social media, they can't handle it. They reading the comment sections, you know what I'm saying? They reading what people are saying, and they can't brush it off. That's what happens. Because there's no way these fight. Listen, my thing is this: it should have been automatic, and then we're gonna get to Stormy. It should have been automatic that they fought. It should have. Teofimo should have been like, listen, as soon as that, when people start saying you ain't undisputed, this, okay, make that fight happen. Hey Bob, I want to fight Devin Haney. Let me solidify. If it's such an easy out, let me solidify that fight, and I'm out of here. Immediately, he started talking about to go in the 40 and fighting so I could be undisputed twice. You ain't even undisputed at 135. Because like Renee said, the WBC is causing more confusion in the sport.
Well, I'm going to get to Stormy real quick. Remember this scene, everybody in the panel and chat, what Samuel Jackson said to Robert De Niro in that van and Jackie Brown? Lewis, man, what happened to you? You used to be beautiful. That's what I say about boxing.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
One of my favorite movies, Kurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
Go ahead, Stormy.
Salute to everybody, man. Everybody in the chat, everybody on the panel. Sorry I'm a little late. I was doing a little shopping. I thought I had some time, Blue, because you was cooking earlier. And when you sent it, I was in the store. So sorry about that. But no, you guys are having a wonderful conversation here. It made me think about the last comments that Renee Box Young was using about the social media. You know, when I was a kid growing up, I was very small, maybe about 6 years old, 7 years old. My granddad used to refer to the television as the idiot box, you know, and a lot of people who might be old school might remember that that was being called that. But I would love to know what he would call and refer to as the web, the internet, and social media of today, because he had gems like Kurt's dad had gems. My granddad had gems like that, and I would love to know what he would call the web, the internet, and social media, because it is one of the most poisonous means of access and communication between people, because what it does is it builds a wall between people, even though it gives the impression that you can reach someone on the other side of the world, right? But what happens is there is no connection truly, because you don't know the person. You don't know much of them. So when Kurt says, man, you know, what happened to boxing? Social media, the internet, and the web happened to boxing. And that's not a good thing. Remember, when we used to have to read the periodicals and the sports pages to find out what the latest news and everything was pertaining to boxing and our favorite fighters and whatnot, a lot of times guys would hold themselves. They would hold a discipline of what they wanted to divvy out to the media and whatnot, because when they did release something, it was going to be news, even though by the time it trickled down to us when we went to the newsstand to pick up a publication or something, it might be a month or two, you know, since that story was scooped. But at least there was a period of time to allow us to digest it and then come back and say, hey, well, we want to see this. What will happen with that? And they would wait for the pulse of the people. And that's gone now. So what happens in the meantime, just like with fast food drive-throughs and microwaves in every household, they can warm you up with whatever they want to serve. And just as Bob Aaron was known to say, yesterday I was lying, today I'm telling you the truth. This is the type of society we live in now. And a lot of people don't want to be held accountable because they think that they can waver simply because of that quote like Bob Aaron made. Look at what happened in the White House the past 4 years. You see what I'm saying? So it's like all of that means that it's bad. And Blue, you made a comment a moment ago where you said about us, and you put it a certain way that we've outaged Floyd Mayweather because we're old enough to know the difference. Mm-hmm. Even when Floyd was doing and saying what he was doing and saying, we knew better. We could think with sensibility. But think about the young ones that's come up behind us, and they take that and they latch on to that. And that becomes a part of what they think, what they know, also associated with this society. That's why they used to say that wisdom, you always sought and look to the elders respectfully, because they can tie you to the past and make you have an easier path toward the present. But when you eliminate that, because, like people lovingly and say out there in the chat, they'll say, hey, OG. But some people, they'll throw that out there casually, but they don't respect that. You know what I'm saying? And there is supposed to be respect for that, because my experience, your experience, Kurt's experience is something that can be shared and bestowed. You don't have to do things the way we do. You don't have to think the way we think. But what you could do is take the experience and learn vicariously through that and have a more solid foundation to stand upon. So when you see what's happening in boxing, you notice how nobody really wants, except for our channels and our content creators, they don't want to go talk to the old school fighters. Mm-hmm. But everybody's clamoring to chase these idiots down. Mm-hmm. They barely growing mustaches. You understand? And they think that the world owed them something like $10 million, and you ain't even done anything yet. Really? Mm-hmm. So, when I say these things, it's not said out of disrespect. It's said out of retrospect, being able to understand the difference of how it's been, how it should be, and what it really is. Mm-hmm.
Man, that's great. Exactly. It's not disrespect, it's retrospect.
Yeah, that's what I had to offer on that.
And I think your pops will call it zombie land right now, but that's where we at. They all stuck in a zombie land, bro, to where they get in there and they get lost. It makes them, like I say, you can be whatever you want to be with this social media world and everything that's going on now. People can say so much and hide behind a picture. You'll never see him in your life. Don't know how he look, nothing. You know what I mean? But they'll praise him. You feel me? So at the end of the day, it do take away the intimacy of human beings, bro. It do that. It's kind of dehumanized, because you sit at home even nowadays, Blue, just calling somebody, telling them happy birthday, right? Mm-hmm. People tell you happy birthday on social media, but them just words. It take away from them picking up the phone and saying, man, happy birthday, which means a lot. You know, you might have a conversation, you might can get some information, you never know. And this, you might not talk to this person for 6 or 7 months, but just because they say happy birthday on social media, it counts. You know what I mean? So you made a good point there, Stormy. A good point.
Yeah, haven't you seen, you go out somewhere before we had this pandemic situation, you go out somewhere, you go to dinner or something, you see 4 or 5 people out to dinner and everybody is on their phones. Mm-hmm. They're seated together, having dinner together, but they're engaged in other affairs off through that little device that they carry around with them on a daily basis. And it's a problem when people can't shut that off and put that down and relate to one another right on the spot. Mm-hmm. So if people can't do that within family, how can you really actually be close to somebody like these sports figures in this sport that we profess to love so much? Just think about it.
And I want to say this, Blue, what you said earlier about the fans has power and the media too, because Leonard and Hearns, before they first fight, people was not only asking Leonard was he the best fighter in boxing, but was he the best fighter in his own division with the emergence of knockout artist Tommy Hearns.
Mm-hmm.
So what the Leonard camp was doing, people, was they was trying to undermine Tommy Hearns, because I remember in the press conference they kept Hearns' name kept coming up. Hearns' name kept coming up, and Leonard was getting agitated, man. And Leonard said, when Tommy Hearns reaches the level of a Roberto Duran, then I'll fight him. But the media and the fans, they weren't trying to hear that. They were like, no, you fighting him now.
Right.
You fighting him. No, we want to see it now. We don't know who's the best welterweight in the world. So Leonard got so angry that he says, you know what, people, no matter where he went, I remember as a 15-year-old kid, man, that was a long time ago, but and everywhere he went, if you see Leonard on TV, they was like, when you gonna fight Tommy Hearns? And he got so sick of it because it was Angelo Dundee who was deferring the fight. And Leonard went to him and said, I gotta fight this dude now. And the fight was made on September 16, 1981, because the fans and the media forced him to fight Tommy Hearns.
Mm-hmm. And you know what the difference was, Kurt? And salute to Larry Abram Smith, brother in the super chat, said our society has fallen in love with the illusion and the hate dealing with the truth. Yep, facts. Every time you say something is truth, they tell you it's hate. Oh, you hate.
Well, just like The Wire, the bigger the lie, more people will believe.
The more, yep, exactly.
Yes,
and the difference, Kurt, is like you said, the fans. There wasn't thousands of fans saying, "Well, no, Leonard ain't got to fight Hearns. Leonard ain't got to fight Hearns." That wasn't happening. And if it was, Jadavis 2310 salute. And if it wasn't. They didn't have the access like it is today with social media to express it publicly.
He couldn't get away from that questioning. No matter where he went, public, the people he was signing autographs, and the first question, when are you going to fight Tommy Hearns? He couldn't get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
And he fought him because of the public pressure bust pipes.
Facts. But fellas, let's get up out of here, man. We already on here 3 hours, man. So tomorrow, man, I'm trying to have a special guest on, and I want to bring the brothers. I want to bring y'all back on the panel tomorrow. Very, very special guest on tomorrow. Hopefully, things work out, and so you guys could ask some questions, and we could have another great conversation. So hopefully, it comes to fruition. But let's get up out of here. Stormy, I know you was been on here, you and Renee, the least, man. But just give us your last words, Stormy.
Oh man, it's just great to be invited. I don't have to take the mic and do a solo and all of that. It's just great being a part of the show, being a part of the discussion, and I hope to be back. I was listening the entire time as I was moving around, but I was just hopeful to get on just for a couple minutes, and that was great. So, but yeah, this is a wonderful discussion. Salute to everybody on the panel. Glad to be a part of this process, and like to be back soon.
Yeah, I want you to come back tomorrow. And Stormy, let them know where they can find you and subscribe to your channel.
Everybody can find me right on YouTube. Stormy B Man is the name of the channel.
Renee?
Yeah, man. As always, it's just can't express in words, the honor it is to always, be able to, want to get the opportunities to get here on your platform, Blue Blood. It's just a beautiful thing, to have a community like you guys where it can just chop up, about the sport we love, what I'm saying? And definitely everybody who's here, go ahead and subscribe to Stormy B Man. Go subscribe to Monty. Monty Brown TV, and obviously subscribe to Blue Blood. If there are any listeners who are not subscribed to Blue Blood, y'all got to go subscribe now. And thank you so much, Blue Blood, man. Kurt, it's just an honor to talk to you guys. Monty, Stormy B, all you guys, man. So I love it, and y'all can check me out there. I'll just leave the link in the description, man. You can find me at Renee Boxion.
Yeah, and Stormy, put your link in the chat. Go subscribe to On the Mic with Terrence Bailey Sr., my brother Terrence Bailey Sr., man. He doing great things out there, man. I want to get Terrence Bailey Sr. on here too as well. So Stormy, make sure you put your link in the chat. On the mic with my brother Terrence Bailey Sr. His link is in the chat. Renee link in the chat. My brother Money, go ahead, Money.
Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you, Blue. Appreciate Kurt, Stormy B, man, Renee Buckshon, my brother Keon, who ain't here. Make sure y'all go subscribe to Everything Boxing as well. But it's all love, Blue, man. Always an honor to come on here and kick it up with the OGs, man. Y'all go get a whole lot of knowledge. You understand me? If people just be quiet and listen sometimes, they can learn something instead of trying to be so, you know what I'm saying, defensive about things that they don't have no knowledge of. You know, they just think people come here just to talk. Like, people not spending their time on here just to talk. You feel me? Even if y'all don't agree with what somebody's saying, go do your research first, man, then be a judge, you know. But it's all love, Blue. Y'all follow me on Monty Brown TV on Instagram at Monty_the writer. We do this for y'all, man. We are nothing without y'all. It's all love. Continue to support this channel because it's one of the realest. Go continue to be one of the realest, you know, and it's all love, Blue. Y'all know I get down, man. Big dog status.
And Money, drop Keon's link for me, bro.
Yep, I got you.
Big bro Kurt. Let's get us up out of here, Kurt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Great boxing talk, man. I can't get enough. I could be on all night. Sometimes, man, I just be in the zone where I can just talk boxing, man, and like a marathon, man. I just love the sport, man. We all do, man. And Stormy B, man, Renee Box Young, you know, Keon and Money Brown, man. Thanks for stopping through. It'll be part 2 tomorrow. We're supposed to have a special guest. Thank you, chat, for spending your 3 hours with us and supporting us. And thank you for all the super chats and LDBC strong. And we'll be back tomorrow. My name is Curtis Anderson, a.k.a. Kurt Sugar. And we will see you tomorrow.
Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all we got for y'all. Peace.
Peace.